For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New media today, USA Boxing. We are back. What's happening, y'all? What's happening, everybody? What the lick read? What's happening? What's going on? You know what I mean? We back for another day. Another day we here, man. We here making it do what it do. It is what it is, man. Please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. You know what I mean? We're gonna make it pop today. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to everybody. You know what I mean? Happy Monday to everybody, man. Got some damn good fights last weekend. We don't have as many fights this weekend, but we do have a good fight coming up with Ugas and Errol Spence. We're going to talk about that this week. I also want to just ponder on as it relates to Ryan Garcia. I've been looking online. I've been seeing a lot of people just been criticizing him and stuff like that, understandably so. But me, I don't want to just criticize him. I just want to really break it down. What I saw fundamentally went wrong, even in a victory to where Ryan Garcia won every round unanimously. But the reason why he couldn't get the knockout, you see what I'm saying? I know his fans, his diehard fans, will not criticize him, will not say anything. You know, to them, he fought the perfect fight. He was a perfect fighter. This and that. I'm not on that. I'm here to break it down as objectively as possible and just show you the reason why he couldn't get this knockout. I want to break that down. Also, man, shout out to Steve Kim. He wrote a wonderful article on this as well, and I totally agree with what he said in this. I'm gonna read it to you guys. Give everybody a round of applause. We're gonna talk about Fundora too and Lubin. Lubin, I looked at that fight again. I see a lot of holes. Holes that's going to be construed as hate, not hate. Both men are from Florida. I think Fundora is from West Palm Beach, Florida, and Lubin is from Orlando. Both men are from Florida. Both men are really friends. They've been knowing each other a long time. You know what I mean? Lubin, you know, what's glaring with Lubin, he has no defense, no footwork. You know, he doesn't know how to catch and shoot. He doesn't know how to slip punches. And he likes eating uppercuts. So, I mean, what can I say with that? You know, so with Lubin, until he works on his defense, man, he probably don't never need to box a high caliber fighter again. He just doesn't have any defense. You know what I mean? Fundora, he has a lot of defensive deficiencies as well. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna break that down too. I'm gonna show you. But other than that, let's get into this, man. You know, I'm not gonna take too long to get into the show. Let's get into this. Now, what's next for Ryan Garcia after going 12 rounds with Tagoe, whatever the case may be? And is Fundora the real deal? Is he the real deal? From Florida. I think he's Cuban and Mexican. I think his father's from Cuba and his mother's from Mexico. So, you know, is he the real deal? We're gonna break that down as well now. Now, after Ryan Garcia's lopsided unanimous decision victory against Ghana's very own Emmanuel Tagoe, Ghana's very own. Boy, you don't have the spirit of Azuma Nelson in you, boy. I can tell you that there. You know what I mean? But shout out to Tagoe. I don't mean to, say anything bad about him, but gotta call it the way I see it, fam. You know what I mean? Many of his fans are wondering, Ryan Garcia, that is, what's next for the proclaimed king of the lightweight division? Self-proclaimed king of the lightweight division, right? Ryan Garcia was upset at the fact that Tagoe was running the entire fight. He was running. Tagoe was running, y'all. He was running, goddamn it. I ain't gonna say a lie to you. You know what I mean? And it kind of made Ryan Garcia look bad at the same time. Kind of made him look bad a little bit. You know what I mean? Because the people who are looking for something, they're like, okay, I see this what it is. Yep, that's what that is. I'm gonna break it down from a boxing standpoint so you can see exactly where I'm coming from. Now, the people who beta males, you know, they're gonna be betas anyways. You know, we don't care nothing about them. We do everything in our power to run them off the block. You know what I mean? But for the people who can, for the eyes that can see, you know what I mean? If you listen, you'll see exactly where I'm coming from. I'm gonna tell you exactly where he went wrong at. And again, Steve Kim wrote a really good article on it, and I'm gonna read it. It's really short, but I'm gonna read it. You know what I mean? Now, in my opinion, Ryan Garcia is considered one of the best lightweights in the lightweight division. He's considered one of the best lightweights in the division, depending on who you talk to. You see what I'm saying? But my question is this: will Oscar Dela Hoya allow King Ryan to fight the other top fighters in the 135-pound division? That has yet to be seen. Hopefully, we'll get more. We'll get a chance to see more for Ryan Garcia inside the ring than we see of him on Instagram, because we know he pulled out of 3 fights last year. So hopefully he doesn't have a case of pulling out of fights, and we'll see what's up, man. We'll see what's up. He's a top guy. You know my motto: when you go to bragging and telling me you're fighting King Kong, his ass better be fighting Godzilla. If you don't want me calling out for him to fight the tough guys, keep your mouth closed. Don't tell me how good he is. Just say, yeah, he's just an average fighter. He's a pretty good, he's decent. Just tell me that, because I'm going to call his ass out on it. Any fighter, I don't give a damn who it is. You see what I'm saying? Now, hopefully we'll get a chance to see more of him in the ring. We're going to break this shit down. Now, as it relates to Sebastian Fundora, my brother from right here in the FLA, West Palm Beach, he doesn't live here anymore. I think he lives in California, but, from here, you know what I mean? Sebastian Fundora is the talk of the town in the sport of boxing right now after his spectacular performance against his Florida native, his other Florida homeboy right down the street. Palm Beach and Orlando is not too far from each other. You know what I mean? His other Florida native and good friend, Erickson Lubin. After the fight, Sebastian said in an interview, when asked who he wanted to fight next, he said he wanted to fight the winner of Brian Castano and Jermell Charlo. He wants to smoke. He wants all of the smoke. Fundora is now the WBC interim champion, and he's next in line to fight for the WBC strap. That strap is currently held by Jermell Charlo. If Jermell Charlo can be victorious next month, he will be the undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world. If Castano is victorious next month, he will be the undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world. We'll find out next month when they get here, right? Now, by Fundora being the not the undisputed, but the WBC interim champion, and he's a PBC fighter. So he's a PBC fighter, and Castano and Jermell Charlo is a PBC fighter. So any one of those fights should be easy to be made because they're on the same side of the street. They don't have to deal with promotional issues. Will that fight happen? I have no idea, but we will see. Only time will tell, guys, if Al Heyman will allow Fundora, to fight the winner of the two between Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano. You see what I'm saying? Now, a lot of boxing fans feel that Fundora is the real deal at 154 pounds and that he would be a problem for any of the top guys in the division. You see what I'm saying? Because of his sheer size alone. He's tall as hell, has an 80-inch arm reach, but the crazy part about it is he doesn't even fight like he's tall. He fights like he's 5'2". He fights like he's 5'2". He fights like that, but he doesn't fight tall. He doesn't fight like a Lennox Lewis or a Larry Holmes. He fights the opposite of those guys. You see what I'm saying? But he's not defensively sound, though. That's the thing. He's not defensively sound at all. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna break that down as well. You see what I'm saying? Now, others feel that Fundora would be tailor-made for someone like Jermell Charlo or Brian Castano because they will fight him differently than what Lubin did the other night. Most would agree that this kid is a star in the making. I definitely agree with that. And if Al Heyman is smart, which I think he is, he would make sure that the PBC does everything in their power to try to market this kid, you know what I mean, Sebastian Fundora, and make him the next PBC superstar. If he was smart, I'm going to tell you why. He has a Cuban and Mexican fan base. His father's from Cuba and his mother's from Mexico. So you can play that angle right there off the ripper. You see what I'm saying? And he has a fan-friendly boxing style that the fans love. He likes to trade punches. He likes to sit in the pocket and trade punches. You hit me, bam, I hit you. Bam, you hit me, bam, I hit you. That's pretty much how we fight. I watch his fights. When I looked at the Lubin fight, I'm like, damn, they're just trading punches. Saw the fight twice. Saw it again today. My second time, I said, yeah, they just pretty much sat in the pocket and said, fuck it. I guess he felt like, you know what, man? I don't respect your power, so I'm just gonna try to walk through it. You see what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And it worked out for him. You see what I'm saying? Now, as I said before, guys, he has a fan-friendly style. He sits in the pocket. He gonna take some punches and he gonna dish some punches. The thing is with Fundora, he has a high work rate inside of the pocket, though. It's not like he's just sitting there not doing nothing. He's sitting there and he's working. That boy going to work. That Florida boy going to work. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm anxious to see, guys, if by him being the WBC interim champion, we know that the WBC does what they want to do. Well, they pretty much do what Al Heyman tells them to do. So will Al make that fight When he say, hey man, listen man, by him being an intern, Mauricio, I need you to order this fight, make sure this fight happen. Are we going to go right into trying to make this fight happen? He doesn't have to wait till they order it, but he can go into it as well. It's an in-house fight. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You see what I'm saying? Now, what I want to ask you guys is this. What do you guys think about Ryan Garcia? What do you think he should do next? That's one. Should he fight another step-up fight another Tagoe or a lesser opponent? Or do you feel like that he should go after one of the top guys in the lightweight division? Now, of course, we know that's not going to happen. Ryan Garcia fighting the top guy in the lightweight division, I don't see that happening no time soon. He's, I don't think he wants it, and I don't think his promotional company wants it. We know Oscar don't want it. We see what Oscar been doing, and I don't think Ryan wants it as well. So we'll see exactly what happened, man. I don't even want to entertain him and Tank. Maybe him and Tank Davis. Him and Tank Davis is the fight to make, though. Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis is the fight to make in the sport of boxing. That fight would do phenomenal pay-per-view numbers in my eyes. You know what I mean? Tank, he's a star inside of the sport of boxing. Ryan Garcia is a star outside of the sport of boxing. He's more popular. If from a social media standpoint, he's clearly more popular on social media than probably any boxer. You know what I mean? Inside the sport of boxing, the boxing heads, we know what time it is for Ryan Garcia. He's a good kid. He's quick. He's fast. He's strong. But outside of that, we're going to break it down. Look at the X's and O's, okay? So what's going on, everybody? What's going on, man? Let's see. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. We will open up the phone lines once we get over 200 likes. We will open up the phone lines. Other than that, we're just going to rock out. Let's see. Smith & West in the building. What's going on, fam? Smith & West in the building. Reese Matt, what you say, fam? He say Ryan won, but didn't look impressive against Tagoe. Blame Tagoe for making it look less than. Ryan couldn't zero in on him and get the ring range, get the right range. Now I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna see what you think about this, Reese Matt. After I break it down, he say, all right, Jojo Diaz fight is a good next fight. Okay. Jojo Diaz, okay. Ryan Garcia, Jojo Diaz. Garcia versus Rivera. Okay. All right. Tyree Howard, what you say, fam? You say Ryan should have fought Rolly. Well, Tank got that locked in. You know, that's an in-house fight for the PBC, for Mayweather Promotions, and Ryan, he fought Tagoe. So, you know what? Mayweather and them probably would make that fight because they don't really care nothing about Rolly like that, but they don't pretty much fight anything outside of Mayweather Promotions, to be honest with you. So that fight ain't gonna happen either. We already know that. Ron, he said, can't get better with one-sided victories. Yeah, I'm gonna Ron, I'm gonna break it down and let me see what you think about this. Let me see what you think about this. Let me read this article from Steve Kim, and I'm gonna break it down. Pretty much break it down and see what Ryan won in a unanimous decision. So, let's not get it twisted. He won every round. But I'm gonna tell you why I think he could not get the knockout. One thing that was glaring to me, Ryan Garcia, he's fast, he has fast hands, and he has power. But he doesn't have technique. And the problem with it is when you don't have technique, as the rounds go by and you get tired, it shows. The reason why Ryan Garcia cannot knock this guy out, and he hit him a lot. He hit him quite a few times. I love the way Ryan Garcia was able to cut the ring off. He cut the ring off very well. He was able to cut the ring off on the guy. That was no problem. Cutting the ring off was no problem. The problem was Ryan Garcia was being very repetitive with his offensive arsenal. We knew he was going to throw the left hook. We knew he was going to throw the right cross. We knew he was going to throw the left hook, check left hook, which I predicted he would knock him out with, and we knew he was going to throw the right cross. And as the fight went on, you see what I'm saying? Instead of Ryan Garcia, and now he was hooking to the body. He hooked to the body. He was landing some good hard body shots early in the fight. He was landing some good hard body shots. But what happens is, as the rounds went on, Ryan Garcia got tired. And then he went to slapping his punches like he normally do. Left hook, slap. Right cross, slap. Left hook to the body, slap. So it looked hard because he's swinging it hard. You see what I'm saying? But as the rounds went on, his punches was not crisp. You see what I'm saying? Because he was very repetitive with his offensive output. Instead of shooting the jab, timing the jab, jabbing to the body, feigning a little bit more in order to set the hook up. Tagoe knew, he said, once Tagoe saw how fast Ryan Garcia was, he knew it was time for him to run. And once he felt this power, he knew it was time for him to run. So Tagoe was running the whole goddamn fight. Let's be real. But Ryan Garcia did a really good job in cutting that ring off. But what happened was his technique was so sloppy. And what I mean by that is this. As the rounds went on, when he was throwing his punches, he started winging it. Instead of being tight, shooting the jab, feigning, instead of jabbing to the chest, jabbing to the body, he was throwing hooks to the body, but he wasn't throwing jabs to the body. You see what I'm saying? And then he got impatient as the rounds went on, and he kind of like abandoned his jab. He was jabbing, but he wasn't jabbing like he should have. You're a taller fighter, he's a shorter fighter. You're supposed to put a Larry Holmes type jab on this guy. Larry Holmes type jab on this guy. Jab him, and time him with the right hook to the body. The jab would have set a lot of that stuff up. But what happened was, because he really didn't do it, and Ryan Garcia was trying to knock this guy out. It's obvious. That was obvious. Yeah, Ryan, and I was saying, man, it's just a matter of time for Ryan Garcia to catch this dude. Come to find out, he didn't catch him. It's just a matter of time before he catch this guy. Come to find out, he didn't catch him. So as the rounds went on, his mouth was open. He started slapping his punches. He's known for slapping punches. That's what he does. He's known for doing this. He's known for doing that. And then Tagoe saw that shit coming. You saw it from a mile away. It was obvious what you was trying to do as the fight went on. Tagoe, in his mind, man, I'm trying to make sure I don't get goddamn knocked out. That's all Tagoe was trying to do. Tagoe was trying to make sure he don't get knocked out. Also, guys, I got a new video that's dropped this weekend. Right here to my left, to my left, to your right. Right here, a new video. Leonard Ellaby says that he's held to a different standard because of his race. I dropped it this Saturday. If you haven't seen, it's a 10-minute video. If you haven't seen it, check it out after the show. It's in my, just go to my channel and type that title in, and you will see it. But that's what was going on with Ryan Garcia. In my opinion, that's what was going on with him. His timing was off. No, his timing was okay. But as the fight went on, his timing was off because Tagoe was able to time when Ryan Garcia was going to throw that punch. Go back and watch the fight. I saw it twice. This is what I saw. And I said, oh, this is why he couldn't get the knockout. It wasn't just the mere fact that this guy was running. Ryan Garcia did an excellent job in cutting the ring off. It's once he cut the ring off, he didn't know what to do. He was doing the same repetitive punch combinations. And that's what it was. And as the rounds went on, he got tired. And then he's only 23 years old. When I say he got tired, he got a little winded because you can tell, because when he was throwing his punches, he started slapping. I said, here you go. He's slapping them punches again. And that's what I saw. That's exactly what I saw. You see what I'm saying? Exactly what I saw. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and look at this article right here, man. This is a good article about Steve. And I really kind of agree with it. I really do agree with this article that Steve Kim wrote. Shout out to Steve Kim Snack. Anyway, check this out. Now, once again, this article was written by Steve Kim, not by Coach. Oh, let me move this thing out the way. Not by me. Okay. Now, meanwhile, this is written by Steve Kim. He said, meanwhile, in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome, it was the return of King Ryan Garcia. You see what I'm saying? Who had the core of chasing the reluctant. Well, he had the chore. Sorry about that. He had the chore of chasing the reluctant Emmanuel Tagoe around the ring for 12 laborious rounds. While Tagoe is from Ghana, on this night, he was like a Kenyan marathon runner. He was beyond negative in there. You see what I'm saying? Beyond negative, right? Putting that aside, while King Rye scored the early knockdown, as the fight progressed, you saw Garcia's fundamental flaws become more apparent. I totally agree with that. As the fight progressed, his fundamental flaws became more apparent. And I'm wondering, this is what Eder Reynoso and Canelo Alvarez was talking about over there, right? When Ryan Garcia comes in, he doesn't really want to train. When he comes in there, he's only in there for 20, 30 minutes, stuff like that. You've been in there with Canelo and them enough to know how to set these guys up, how to, once you cut the ring off, how to mix up your attack. How to, you've been in there, you've been in this gym with them. So it just shocked me that once he was able to get Tagoe, as you can see right here in this picture, Ryan Garcia was getting him. Tagoe, it was several times in this fight, Tagoe balled up into a high guard shell. And it's several times in this fight, Ryan is going for a body shot, of course, because he can't get up here. But as you keep watching this fight, you will see that this is what he was doing as the fight went on. And he's open. He's wide open right there. He's wide open right there. If he's fighting someone that can time him, that chin, you see that chin right there? If he's fighting someone that can time him in the pocket, you see that chin right there? He's going to get caught on it. He's going to get caught on it. But that's okay. But Ryan had nothing to worry about because he knew this guy didn't come to fight anyways. But let's continue. Let's look at the fundamental flaw. He has a tendency to sacrifice his technique for speed and quickness. Garcia has a lightning fast counter left hook, but he doesn't turn over his right hand well at all. Most of the time, it's a slap delivered with a lot of velocity. As you can see right here, a slap. He's wide open, and the glove looks kind of open a little bit. But let's continue. You see what I'm saying? Also, he's very upright in his stance, with very little bend at his knees and very flat-footed. I totally agree with that. Joe Goosen still has a lot of work to do here. He still has a lot of work to do here. Since Valentine's Day of 2020, Garcia has fought just 2 times. So since Valentine's Day, wow. Only 2 times. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. Which isn't nearly enough for a fighter of his age. He's 23 years old. When you're that young, you're supposed to be fighting at least 4 times a year. At least three times. You know what I mean? He has less than 25 bouts under 23. And you know, really at that age, he should have been fighting more, to be honest with you. But the bottom line is he needs to be more active, and he needs to apply. He needs to pretty much stick to his trade more often. You know, I know he's on social media a lot and stuff like that, but if he just work on those fundamental techniques, I'm telling you, man, he could have got that guy out of there. He was there to be taken. He was there to be taken. I looked at the fight the second time, and I'm like, damn, Ryan had him pinned right here. He had him pinned right there. He had him pinned over there. It was a lot of stuff that he could have done in the fight. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure when he go back and look at the footage, and Dan Goosen and his trainer Goosen, when Goosen go back and look at the footage, they'll be able to see. You see where you went wrong at? You see what happened right here? You see where your technique got kind of sloppy right there? I'm pretty sure they'll break it down, and he'll be able to see those things and hopefully correct them. You see what I'm saying? Now, there are a lot of ingredients to work with when it comes to Ryan Garcia. He's got all of the requisite quickness and reflexes, legitimate power, and of course, he's marketable. Yes, he is very marketable. Nearly 15,000 people came out to see him this past weekend. That's a lot of people. You know what I mean? But would Chief Goosen be allowed to cook all of this, all of the ingredients? Or will he just be thrown into the microwave? We'll see. We'll see exactly what happened, right? We'll see exactly what happened. But I totally agree with this. He relied so much on his speed and quickness, you know what I mean, that he went away kind of from the technique and how to really methodically break this guy down. Because he was there. He was there to be broken down. You see what I'm saying? It was there to be broken down. Now, I know what some people going to say, no, man, he was running like Usain Bolt. Yeah, he was running, but listen, Ryan Garcia landed a lot of punches on this guy. So it wasn't like he wasn't hitting him. You see what I'm saying? But it was a lot of things that he could have did. It was a lot of things he could have did, man. Instead of started slapping those punches, loading the shots up, looking for the home run, he could have methodically broke him down a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I saw. Looking at it the second time. When I looked at it the second time, I didn't have any volume on when I watched it the first time live, but I was going back and forth between the PBC card and the zone card. But this time I just was able to focus on it. I saw 2 fights again. You know, I was able to focus on it. The Fundora fight and this fight right here. So that's what I noticed. So if he can do that, just work on that, I think he'll be pretty good. For his height, for that weight division, he has to have a monster jab as well. He has to have a monster jab, man. Man, Ryan Garcia, man, if he just used his jab, use that stick, if he used that stick the way he's supposed to use that stick, woo, because with the speed that he has, he can land that jab at will. If once he get his, with timing, with the speed he has, just imagine if he just flick the jab out there more, have a hard stick, that jab. You know what I mean? So we'll see what Goosen is able to do. We'll see what he's able to do. We'll see what Goosen is able to do. You see what I'm saying? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Once we get over 200 likes, I'll open up the phone line. Once we get over 200 likes, I'll open up the phone lines. But you get what I'm saying, though? So we'll see. We'll see what Goosen will be able to do in order to correct those fundamental flaws. We'll see what he's able to do. Because, being a part of that Eddie Reynoso camp over there with Canelo, like those things, he should have learned that over there. He should have got that over there. You see what I'm saying? In my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's happening. Smith and West, what you say, fam? He say that's how Luke Campbell clipped him. No defensive fundamentals. Garcia, he said Garcia's going to get knocked out. Similar to how Ireland did. He said being tall, you tend to abandon your techniques in defense. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's exactly how Luke Campbell clipped him. Caught him. He leave that chin out there. He definitely leave that chin out there. Bro, you leave that chin out there. See this right here? Now he know this guy is balling up. Now Tagoe, his eyes is open. You can't see this here, but his eyes, I can see it on my screen. His eyes is open. So he see which punch Ryan Garcia is going with. Just imagine if Tagoe was quick enough. Just imagine if Tagoe set a trap for Ryan Garcia, show him this same look, make him think that, hey, when I get on this rope, I'm going to a shell. And when Ryan Garcia open up like that, he come with that check left hook right here and catch him on the chin. Drop him. But Tagoe wasn't that fighter. It wasn't that fighter, so it is what it is. Andre Williams, he said, yeah, the Fierce King took me out. He was trying to tell us something. Okay. All right. Chin Smoke, what you say, fam? He said the kid needs work. Hopefully he dedicates himself improving his flaws. Yeah. You know what I mean? He needs some work. And he's young, he's 23 years old. So, you saying Breland? Yeah, Breland, yeah. Pugilism, what you say, fam? He said Tagoe had enough range and discipline and experience to endure that Ryan's offense. Yeah, but the reason why he was able to endure it is because as the fight went on, Ryan got tired. He didn't have any technique. He was very repetitive with his offensive arsenal. Literally, he was doing rinse and repeat the same shit over and over and over and over. It wasn't no mixing up, none of that. It was like, okay, he gonna throw a check left hook to the body. Okay, here come the right hand. Okay, goddamn, he quick, he's fast. Once Tagoe got knocked down in that fight, notice he was able to time Ryan Garcia's fast, quick hands and get out of the way from a lot of those hard, strong knockout punches that he was trying to throw. You see what I'm saying? Because he was able to time him and get the hell out of the way. He was able to time and get out of the way. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. He said, I find the double standard hilarious when Devin fights 37-year-old Linares, holds the last 3 rounds to survive 12. He said, but the narrative was he won every round. He looked okay coming off a surgery in the layoff. I don't know. Jay Triller, I don't know who you're referring that to, but if you're listening to what I'm saying, you know what I mean. But if you have any kind of predisposed dispositions in your mind, ain't nothing I can do about that. He fights like he practiced in front of Twitter cameras, throws a couple of jabs, then looks into the camera to start dancing. Yeah. Alice, what you say, family? Say homeboy can't move from side to side over hip. You talking about Garcia? What you say? He said Andre Williams. He said he criticized Tank, came out with that performance. Shaking my hand, humble yourself, young man. Smith and West, what you say, fam? He said Smith and West. He said he could throw his favorite left hook off the jab if he'll commit to it. Yeah, he got to commit to that jab. As tall as he is, that jab, oh my God, bro. And listen, and with the power that Ryan Garcia has, if he stopped throwing those arm punches and just look, dog, just work on his jab. For the lightweight division, he might be one of the tallest, if not the tallest, in the lightweight division. You see what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what his arm reach is, but I'm pretty sure he got a decent arm reach. You know what I mean? So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. I don't know what his arm reach is. You know what I mean? But you get what I'm saying, though, Smith and West. Like, bro, go back and look at that fight again. You will see exactly what I'm talking about. Mr. Ricks, he said, Coach, what was your favorite fight of the weekend? My favorite one was Fundora and Lubin and Tony Harrison Garcia. Those are my favorite fights of the weekend. By far. Those are my favorite fights by far. Mike Oxalon, what you say, fam? He say if Tagoe was a little better, he would have took more chances. He could have beat him. Yeah, he was afraid. He was afraid. Once he felt that power and saw how fast. See, Tagoe knew in the first round when Ryan in the first round, Ryan Garcia threw a left hook, and it came fast and hard. When Tagoe saw that left hook coming at him, how fast it came, and I think it hit him, but he blocked it. He kind of like blocked it a little bit. I think it hit him. I think once he saw that, he made his mind up at that moment in time that he was going to run. He made his mind up at that moment in time that he was going to run. Shout out to Electro Jed. He said, thinking of that fight and everything left out of the fight, I was disappointed by the lack of activity and defense. He needs a lot of work. The reason why you didn't see the offensive activity that you wanted to see, Jed, was because he wasn't pumping his jab like he could have, and he was looking to knock the guy out. He was looking to knock the guy out. He abandoned everything else. I don't know what him and Goosen worked on in training camp, but, you know, he abandoned the jab as the rounds went on. He started doing that. It was coming fast and hard, but he started doing that. You know what I mean? He became very predictable. And Tagoe saw the shit. He just saw it, bro. He saw it coming, bro. He saw it coming. He saw it coming. You see what I'm saying? So I think that if he work on those things, work on that jab, he know how to cut the ring off. He know how to cut the ring off, work on that jab, and don't open up like this. Don't open up like this. Whatever you do, do not open up like this. Especially late in the rounds. You might can get away with that earlier, but if he's fighting a superior fighter is going to, especially this close. When you this close, a superior fighter is going to catch him with that check left hook all goddamn day. A fighter with some quick hands, strong legs, know how to pivot off that back foot, bap, catch him right there on that chin. You can catch him right there on that chin all day. Jay Triller, what you say for me? He just saying motherfuckers talking about Ryan Garcia couldn't get him out of there, but still dominated every round. Devin fought Linares. Well, you addressing that to the people who you talking to. You're not talking to me. All right, cool. Absolutely. I mean, you're not gonna knock everybody out, but I'm just saying it was a way that he could have done it. So he just got some things he need to work on. Work on those things, work on those fundamentals. You know what I mean? And I think he'll be okay. There's a lot that he can learn from this fight. There's a lot he can learn from this fight. Just go back and study the tape, study the film, and see exactly, pretty much, what he went wrong. He was only out 15 months, and he's 23 years old. So it's not like he's an old guy that was out for a long time. He's a young guy. He's a young guy out 20. He's 23 years old, young guy. The quickness and speed is still there. The power is still there. His ability to cut the ring off, that's still there. He just got to work on being dedicated to a jab, jabbing to the body, and apply that speed to the jab. And when you throw the jab, don't just throw it for the sake of throwing it so you can come with the right hand. You see what I'm saying? When you throw the jab, throw it with conviction. Throw that jab with conviction like you're trying to punch through the target. If he focused on that, man, god damn, it'll set up the check left hook, it'll set up the right cross, it'll set up he like to throw uppercuts too. Those uppercuts he like to throw when he's in close range as well, it'll set all of that up if he just commit to those things there, in my opinion. In my opinion. You see what I'm saying? So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. I'll open up the phone lines once we get to 200 likes. Mo9, what you say, fam? He said, yeah, Ryan didn't cut the ring off at all. No. Hey, Mo9, he cut the ring off. He cut the ring off. But what happened was when he cut the ring off, by him being so predictable with his offensive output, Tagoe was able to go in the shell, take a hit, grab him, get out of there. He was able, because he was doing the same thing. He was literally, go back and watch the fight again, bro. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And that's all it was. And, it could be because, he's been out the ring for a while, stuff like that. So, we'll see. We'll see what he do next. Who is he going to fight next? We'll see. We'll see what they have. Smith and West, what'd you say, my brother? He said, if you throw a right hook that wide, most fighters, he say most fighters he fights would be shorter than him with their shorter reach. He said, your left hooks come faster from shorter fighters, travels in less time. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Them games, what you say, fam? You say Ryan has no business in there with someone like Tank. He still got a lot of work to do. Yeah, he probably should get He probably should get I don't know. He probably need, man. He probably need another two. He probably need some more tune-up fights for the next year or two. He won't be ready for any of the top guys until, I don't know, maybe next year, next December sometime, maybe. He said if you throw a right hook that way, yeah, I already read that one. I already read that one. Yeah, he says best of the best. I like Ryan Garcia, coach. He just needs to up the opponent talent. That's all. Ryan going to be hard. What do you think about what I said about the technique and about just some of the things that he needs to work on as defensively, especially from a defensive standpoint, and just working his jab a whole lot more and not opening and as the rounds go on, throwing those slapping fast. They coming fast, but he's so wide open when he throws it. He's telegraphing it. You know what I mean? What do you think about that? What do you think he can do to work on that? Mo9, what you say, family? Say, what do you think about Ryan Garcia versus Jojo Diaz? That's an in-house fight. I love to see that fight. I would love to see that fight, bro. To be honest with you, I'd love to see that fight. Jaime Rivera, what you say, family? Say, Coach Garcia not ready for Tank. Believe me. Hell, you know I want to see that fight too, but I don't think that fight gonna happen. That fight ain't gonna happen. K. Causey, what you say, family? Say, can he make 135? Because this was a catch weight. I thought. Yeah, they fought at the catch weight. They fought at I want to say 138 or 139. I think they fought at 139. This was a catch weight. Why it was a catch weight, I have no idea. Why it was a catch weight, I have no idea, bro. What you say, fam? He says, Coach, how soon do you anticipate being back in the ring? His goal, he said, how soon do you anticipate being back in the ring? His goal should be 2 more times if he can't get that big fight. Well, I don't think he wants the big fight. I don't think he wants the big fight, and I don't think his promotional team want a big fight. He's gonna hopefully he can get back in the ring at least 2 more times. But Ryan Garcia is not an active fighter. He's not one of those fighters who's going to be active. Truth be told, man, on the Martin, a lot of these fighters they're not active. They don't fight like that. So they'll fight once a year. And that's a lot of the top. I'm not just talking about Ryan Garcia. I'm saying the top fighters, your favorite top fighters, they only fight once a year. Shit, the only one that's active like that is Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, by far, between him and Anthony Joshua, are 2 of the richest fighters in boxing. Hands down. Cash cows. Make more money than anybody. But Canelo Alvarez, specifically pertaining to him, Canelo fights like he is a broke fighter. Canelo Alvarez, and I'm not trying to talk about Canelo, but I'm saying Canelo Alvarez, because you're talking about the activity. Canelo Alvarez fights like he's broke. I ain't got no money. I need to have as many fights as I can so that I can take care of my family. I'm a guy who has a net worth of over $100 million, or whatever his net worth is, it's over $100 million. You would think that he would be at home sleeping in silk sheets, hardly fighting. No, not Canelo. He's doing the opposite of that. And Ryan Garcia need to do that. When you're that age, that's what he need to do. When you're that age, that's what he need to do, man. He need to do that when you're that age. He said, Daniel Rios, shout out to he say big respect to everyone in the chat. Yeah, we got over 300 people in here and less than 300 likes. So I guess they don't want the phone lines open today. We just gonna talk. We're gonna talk about boxing. But yeah, man, that's just how I see it. That's just how I see it, bro. True. AI, what you say, fam? He say title fights are usually above the weight limit. No, that wasn't a title fight. That was a non-title fight. That wasn't a title fight. No, title fights are not usually above the weight limit. You probably maybe mean a non-title fight. They fight at the catch weight, but a title fight, nah. Whatever the weight limit is, that's what it is. That wasn't a title fight. Let's see. Who else we got in here, man? She say Xander Zayas is active. Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know all of the fighters that's active, that's not active. But I'm just saying, but you get what I'm saying, Abe? Like a lot of these fighters, they not fighting like that, bro. They're not fighting like that, bro. A lot of these fighters, they're not fighting like that, bro. You know, they be on Instagram and Twitter more so than anything. You know how I know? Because I be on Instagram and Twitter, you know, doing my research. I'm like, damn, this dude, okay. He threw a 140 character punch on Twitter because I think you can only put 140 characters. You know, he did 140 punch character combination on Twitter. You see what I'm saying? Okay, damn, he caught him with the check left hook with the space bar on Twitter. Oh man, he went all caps. That was a straight right hand or right hook, right uppercut. You know what I mean? They doing more of that than anything, bro. They doing more of that than anything. Pugilism, what you say, fam? You say sharper defense makes room for offensive creativity, more so than sharp offense creating a tighter defense. Ryan should work on his defense. Then he'll feel comfortable at any range in the ring. Well, he has a couple of things he need to work on. It's not just the defense. He need to work on that jab. He need to understand how to methodically break your guy down. I'm not disagreeing with you. But I'm just saying, you know, offensively, he's very repetitive. Well, he was the other night. He was very repetitive with his offensive output. Listen, go back and watch that fight again, Pugilism. You'll see what I'm talking about. Go back and watch that fight again. You'll see what I'm talking about. Mo 9, what you say, fam? He say fights. He say facts. It ain't that many fighters out there like that. Nah, it ain't that many out there like that. Shout out to Jawan. What's going on, fam? He say Ryan got the frame for 47 or 54, but they're killers in those divisions. He won't last. Yeah, nah. He need to stay the hell away from 47, the hell away from 40, and the hell away from 54. He don't need to go nowhere near there. Not until he tightens up his defense. Not until he do that. He need to stay the hell away from that. Don't even go up there. Stay at 35. If he can continue to make that weight, stay at 35. He can become a monster at 35. You know what I mean? So Smith and West, what you say, fam? He said, I don't understand how Ryan can make the weight now. Yeah, 23 years old. He might be outgrowing it. He probably outgrowing it, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if he's struggling to make weight. So if he's struggling to make weight, you know, that's a telltale sign. It's definitely time to go because he has the frame to carry. Ryan Garcia has the frame to carry 154 and to move up to 54. He has the frame to go to junior middleweight. You know what I mean? Well, as a matter of fact, how tall is Ryan Garcia? How tall is Ryan Garcia? Let's go to box rate. Hold on. How tall is he? Shit, yeah, he can definitely, he about 5'11", something like that. I think he about 5'11". 5'10". He's 5'10". Think he's the same height. Think he's an inch shorter than Jermell Charlo. He 5'10". Yeah, he can do 54. He can do 54. Easy. He can do 54. He 5'10". He can do 54. Ryan Garcia can do 54 easy. He say, Coach, although I want to hit the like button, I know that open phone lines for Jason Moles. Oh yeah, wait, no, you ain't got to worry about him. Jason Moles ain't calling in. You ain't got to worry about him, Playboy. AI, you ain't got to worry about him, fam. He ain't calling in. Trust me. I got that shit taken care. I got that shit taken care of now. Them no ID numbers. That shit blocked. Yeah, if the phone number not showing it, he won't be able to get through anyway. So I got everything checked out now. Jaime, what you say, fam? He say these guys not active enough and they're young. I don't get it. Yeah, I mean, you know what, Jaime, that's the crazy part. What you would think when you're that young, especially when you look at the fighters of old, like the Ray Robinsons, the Tysons, the Haglers, the Julio Cesar Chavez's, the great Salvador Sanchez, Zuma Nelsons, you know, Pernell Whitakers, the Roy Jones, James Lights Out Tonys. When you look at a lot of those young fighters, when they was young back then, they fought a lot. Nowadays, these fighters do the opposite. And again, for the life of me, somebody explain to me how a guy that's the face of boxing right now, named Saul Canelo Alvarez, who has more money than all of these boxers in America that's actively fighting, yet he's fighting more than the guys who hungry and fighting at least just as much as he is. Like, listen, we'll be lucky if we see Ryan Garcia in the ring again this year. We'll be lucky if we see Tank Davis in the ring twice in 1 year. I think, did Tank fight twice last year? Let me see. Did he fight twice last year? Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney fought twice last year. Let me see. I think Devin Haney fought twice last year. These young dudes, man, I don't know what's up with these young dudes, man. I just don't, dog. I just don't. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, you know, it's like they chilling. I mean, you would think they got a net worth of over $100 million. Okay, yeah, Tank fought twice last year. Tank fought twice last year. Tank fought twice last year. He fought one time in 2020, and he fought 3 times in 2019. So pretty much Tank Davis is the active fighter. So you know, in today, according to today's standards, he's the active fighter for the lightweight division. He's fighting Rolly in May, and he may have another fight at the end of the year. So Tank is pretty active. He had 2 fights last year, and then he's more than likely he might fight twice this year. So Tank is active. So we can't apply that to Tank. And I think Devin Haney is active as well. Let's look at Haney. I think Devin Haney is active as well. I think Dev is pretty active. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure he's active. Let's see. Dev, he fought twice last year. Jorge Linares and Jojo Diaz. 2020, he only had 1 fight. 2019, he had 4 fights. He had 4 fights in 2019, 1 fight in 2020, 2 fights in 2021, and he's fighting George Kambosos this year in June. And they may fight, and if he can win that fight, they'll probably fight again at the end of the year. So if he can win, that's a big if, because that's a 50-50 fight. I have it. If he can win that fight, it's a possibility that he can fight again at the end of the year. So that'd be twice. So yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it as it relates to the lightweight division. So you do have Ryan Garcia hardly fights. Did I look at? As a matter of fact, hold on, guys, hold on. And as big as he is, let's see. He fought. All right, Ryan Garcia. Let me let y'all see this. Ryan Garcia fought twice in 2019. He fought once in 2020. He fought once in 2021, and he fought once this year so far. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, dog. Like, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Once we get to 200 likes, we'll open up the phone lines. What did he say, man? He said that kid Fundora stays active. Yeah, Fundora. As a matter of fact, how many times Fundora has fought? Now let's talk about Fundora. As we can see, we had a damn good fight. That was my favorite fight, to be honest with you. Him and Tony Harris. The 2 Florida boys went at it. Fundora and Lubin. They went at it. Let's see. Hold on. I want to make sure that I'm right. You know what I mean? I don't want to assume anything. I want to make sure I'm right. Let's see. What year was this? Fundora fought twice in 2021. He fought 3 times in 2020. He fought 3 times in 2019. And more than likely, he's going to have another fight this year. I take that back. He may have another fight this year. He may not have another fight this year. He may have another fight this year. He may not have another fight this year. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Fundora said that he wanted to fight the winner out of Castano and Jermell Charlo. He said he wanted to fight the winner out of Castano and Jermell Charlo. Now, will those guys be willing to step in the ring with him? I have no idea. He is the interim WBC champion now. So, will Al Haymon be willing to make that fight with Jermell Charlo if he is victorious over Castano, or vice versa if he is victorious, or would he make that fight with Castano? You see what I'm saying? So who knows will he be willing to make that fight? You know, once you once you that fighter that fight your way to get to the top, it's like a bottleneck. Those top guys, it's like it'd be kind of hard to get them in the ring against you. And if less the sanctioned bodies force a fight to happen, the promoters a lot of times will sit on their hands. So we'll see. But Al Haney should be willing to make that fight because Fundora is a PBC fighter. He's a PBC fighter. That's an in-house fight. So hopefully that brother will get his shot. Hopefully he'll get his shot at any of the top guys. Hopefully he'll get his shot at any of the top guys. You know what I mean? Hopefully. What you say, Edwin? He says, coach, he said Ryan would not be the creme de la creme. The top will pick him apart. He's got too many holes. He said by 25 years, he called it a career. So if he's already talking about retiring and stuff like that, then, you know, maybe his heart is not into it. Annalise, she said Fundora was just too tall for Lubin. It was unfair in my opinion. No, I'm going to break that down. Let me break that down. I saw that fight again as well. Fundora and Lubin. I saw that fight again as well. Let's give those guys a round of applause. Hell of a fight, but I got to break it down. Now, Fundora and Lubin did some good things, but Fundora has a lot of defensive holes. What do I mean by that? He gets hit a lot. Once he makes a commitment to come on the inside, he's willing to trade punches with you in order to get his shots off because he's the bigger, stronger guy. You see what I'm saying? Lubin was catching him with some punches. Even around, I think the 8th round when he dropped him, he was catching him clean. You see what I'm saying? But Lubin just didn't have enough power to keep him down. And to be honest with you, he was doing that throughout the entire fight. Lubin was catching him. The only problem that Lubin had was Lubin wanted to fight in the phone booth, toe-to-toe, blow for blow. Literally, they was trading punches. And if you are a fighter that's going to fight in the pocket, I always tell you guys, oh my God, I always tell you guys, my favorite fighter, my favorite pocket fighter is James Lights Out Tony. Boy, if you want to know how to fight in the pocket, watch that. Go look up some James Lights Out Tony. You always see me reference him. You always see me reference James Lights Out Tony. Always. You want to see some fighting in the pocket, man? Go check him out. Check him out. Anyways, Lubin sat right there in the middle. Lubin didn't give any angles. Lubin wasn't pivoting on his feet. Lubin was sitting squared up like this. He didn't have the tight guard with his elbows protecting from uppercuts, kind of like what Isak Cruz did when he fought Tank. Remember when Isak Cruz fought Tank? Isak Cruz had his hands like this here. When Tank tried to throw them uppercuts, he was blocking it with the elbow and the forearm. That's how Tank hurt his. That's how Tank, I think he broke his hand, hurt his hand, something of that sort. Now Tank did catch Isak Cruz with some uppercuts, but when he caught him, he ate that shit. He ate it. You see what I'm saying? But for the most part, he wasn't landing square on the chin. Lubin was like this. When you're fighting someone in the pocket that's bigger than you, stronger than you, I don't know what kind of game plan that they worked on. And I don't think Cunningham is a damn good trainer, so I don't think that I don't think that Kevin Cunningham, I don't think that he told him to just sit there and train with him. Leave your chin out there. And once he hit you, you hit him. Once he hit you, you hit him. No, man, Lubin is not defensively sound. So the style of fighting that Lubin fought against Fundora was tailor-made to what Fundora was doing to him from an offensive standpoint. It was tailor-made for him. He wasn't slipping punches in the pocket. He wasn't catching and shooting. He was eating punches. And then after he eat punches, then he'll let his load off. And then that's pretty much what it was. Especially when Lubin got on the ropes. If you watch him, he's like this, but he kept getting hit with the uppercut. Where the uppercut was coming in at, guys? Right up the middle. The uppercut was coming right up the middle, right down the pipe, because the elbows wasn't tight. You see what I'm saying? Like, dude, how you got a guy that's 6'7" or 6'6" hitting you, the shorter fighter, with uppercuts like that? Because Lubin chin was right there. Watch that fight again. Just watch it. I watched it again, and I'm like, God damn, dog. But it's surprising that Lubin lasted 9 rounds. Now, Fundora was getting hit a lot in that fight as well. Defensively, the uppercut was right there for Fundora to be hit with. The uppercut was right there. Because of his style of fighting, he's there to be hit. That uppercut is right there. The overhand right. When you're fighting somebody that tall, Tim Witherspoon. Y'all look up Tim Witherspoon, heavyweight. The overhand right, bap, was right there. It was right there. But Fundora did not respect Lubin's punching power. So he didn't care if Lubin was landing punches on him because he was outworking Lubin in the pocket. He was outworking Lubin in the pocket. And shit, if I can continue to hit him with a left hook and uppercut, you know what I mean? And shit, I'm gonna just keep hitting him with it. I'm hitting him with when he got his high guard up, I'm hitting him around the guard with my hooks. You got a guy that tall, 80-inch arm reach, fighting you that close, and he's looping his shots, and you can't get off in the middle. So that's what happened. That's what happened. So we got a classic toe-to-toe, blow-for-blow war. That was Rock'em Sock'em. That was Rock'em Sock'em. That was Rock'em Sock'em. Pretty much. That was Rock'em Sock'em. Pretty much. Now, not taking anything away from any of those guys, but Lubin, the punishment that Lubin took last night, this weekend, guys. Well, listen, and he took unnecessary punishment. If you're gonna lose the fight, okay, lose the fight. But explain to me, for the life of me, how does a fighter continuously to get hit with the exact same punch over and over and over and over and over again? So Fundora, like shit, ain't no need of me having to make any adjustments. He's right there to be hit. Defensively, he's open. He got his hands up, but I'm able to land my hooks around the guard, and I'm able to hit the uppercut right up the middle. He like, goddamn, I'm hitting this guy with the same punch. You see what I'm saying? And he's not throwing any looping. He's not throwing any looping overhand rights. My body's right here. He's not really working my body. Like he was just being outworked. He got out muscle. But there was a lot of now. I will say this. My one criticism will be this. You can't bang it out with everybody. You can't bang it out with everybody. Fundora, now he comes from a fighting family. His father was a fighter. I think his mom was a fighter. He comes from a fighting family. Right out here in West Palm Beach. He lives in California now, if I'm not mistaken. He comes from a fighting family. I want to see what type of if he can get Jermell Charlo into the ring, or if he can get Brian Castano into the ring, I would love to see those matchups. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't think Brian Castano or Jermell Charlo is that defensively unsound like Sebastian Lubin is. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shots, and Lubin was landing those shots. He landed a few overhand rights and overhand lefts. He landed some. As a matter of fact, the punches that he dropped him with, when he dropped we know Castano dropped him earlier. I mean, not Castano, but Fundora. He caught my brother. He caught Lubin with an uppercut in the second round. Dropped him. Left uppercut. And he kept hitting him with the same goddamn punch. Like, I don't think that. And this is why I want to see the fight. I don't think that those guys are going to be there like that. I think that they're going to see some of those same things, and they're going to try to exploit those things. Fact of the matter is, it was a hell of a fight we got, but it was Rock'em Sock'em boxing, and Lubin was there to be hit. Lubin defensively was unsound. Lubin, he ain't got no defense, dog. Like, he just ain't got no defense, bro. And the style of fighting that he fought, you cannot fight. Listen, you cannot have that style of fighting. Inside fight game, fighting a bigger fighter and not be defensively sound. You can't fight nobody like that. Dog. You're going to get ate alive, and that's what happened. He got ate alive. I still think his jaw broke because I saw how purple that blood was in his mouth. I said, that blood dark maroon. I say, and I had friends, I know people who had broken jaws before. And when you get a broken jaw, that blood, that's how that blood look. I say, man, that dude's jaw got to be broken. I'm hearing it wasn't, but but I'm just saying, for me, that's what I thought I saw. know what I mean? So, AI, what you say, fam? He said, I agree. I think Cunningham, Lubin's corner. Say, go at least another now. He say, go at least another now. That we say, now that we know. He said, now that we know he was winning on the scorecards. I have my questions about whether he was winning on the scorecards. You know what I mean? I have my questions about that. Cause I from what I was seeing, I had Fundora winning that fight. Prior to the stoppage, I had Fundora winning that fight. So I kind of question that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Hold on. Let me address the chat. Let me address the chat. This guy said, what you say, Tony Harrison still trash? Nah, Tony Harrison ain't trash, bro. He ain't trash at all. Tony Harrison ain't trash. He said, Coach, I missed your show yesterday. What do you think about Triple G? Triple G look good. I gave him an A-. He looked good to be 40 years old. Gave him an A-. Gave him an A-. He, them body shots was working. Them body shots, he visibly showed that he hated those body shots. No fighter likes body shots. But I'm just saying that Triple G, he kind of like winced a lot in them first 4 rounds. And then once he got the rolling, you know what I mean? And then Murata, he don't really have any power. So Triple G just warmed down and got him out of there. He did what he was supposed to do. Them games, what you say, fam? He got a broken jaw, broken nose, and some kind of dislocated shoulder. Woo! Listen, I knew he had the broken jaw, dog. I said it the night when we held the fight part. I said it that night. I said, man, that man jaw broke. I said, that man jaw broke. That man jaw broke because I saw it, bro. That man jaw broke. Keedy, what you say, fam? You can't block with your face. Yeah, you can't block with his face. I mean, let's be honest. I don't want to put too much hyperbole on it. It was an excellent fight, but let's not ignore what we didn't see. It was less. You ain't blocking no punches. You're sitting there trading punches with a bigger, stronger guy inside of the pocket. He hit you with every uppercut that he threw. And listen, Fundora if he threw 200 uppercuts, he landed 199 of them. Explain that to me. And it's not like those punches were coming fast. So, it is what it is. Shit. Fetus, what you say? He said there's no way Lubin was winning on the scorecard. Yeah, I find that very hard to believe. Mike Cotto, what you say? He said that was literally a slugfest. That's all it was. No defense. Bap, 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 bap. So for every 4 or 5 punches, Fundora lands, Lubin will land 2 or 3 punches. Literally, like you would just, I don't know. I have no idea. He said, what's the date of Valdez Stevenson, coach? The 30th, April the 30th. Hey, Reese Mack, what you say, fam? He said broke jaw, hematoma between the eyes. Yeah, I heard he had a broke nose. It does makes you wonder if Fundora had loaded gloves. Oh, why would he have loaded gloves? Where is this loaded glove stuff coming from? Somebody asked me about this on the show yesterday. Where is this loaded glove stuff coming from? I like I don't. Where is that coming from? I don't. He said broken jaw, orbital, bone, and nose. Yeah. Al Ramos, what say, family? Say, coach. Didn't Lubin look like that? And you might not be able to eat a punch. You may not be able to eat that punch and come back with your shot. You see what I'm saying? So, hold on. We got phone line. I'm finna open up the phone lines right now. Shout out to Marco Luna.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam! Cash app on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Marco said Fundora plus Benavidez gym. Yeah, I think I saw when Fundora said that he sparred with David Benavidez. I think he said he sparred with him one time or something like that. Shout out to Southpaw Killer.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said this shows styles makes fights. Harrison opponent. Tony made it look easy, but that same guy Tony fought Fundora struggled with. Both fight eliminators. Oh, you saying that same guy that Tony fought, Fundora struggled with Garcia. Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. I'm going to be honest with you. Southpaw Killer, I did not see I'm not going to lie to you, brother. I did not see the fight with Fundora and Garcia. I didn't see that fight. Not going to lie to you. I didn't see when Fundora and Garcia fought each other. Not going to lie to you, man. But yeah, if he struggled with that guy like you said he did, because Tony Harrison made it look easy. You see what I'm saying? But he's a boxer, and Tony Harrison got probably one of the best jabs in boxing. He got a damn good jab when he stick to it. Look, Green asked people what he say. He say, YouTube channels all over homepage. Yeah. Southpaw Killer, what you say? You say Fred Barbershop started that? Oh, Fred? He said LDBC as usual, creating a narrative. King Hitman, he said, where did his power come from? What power are you talking about Fundora? Well, I mean, okay, let's break this down. Let's break this down. Where did Fundora's power come from? Phone lines is open. Sorry about that, guys. If you watch the fight, Lubin literally was not moving his head. Lubin literally, every time Fundora damn near threw a punch, he landed damn near every shot he threw. Lubin was not slipping punches. So if you let somebody continuously punch you over and over and over and over and over again, you're not slipping any punches. You're not catching and shooting. You're not giving angles. You're getting hit with the exact same punch from the first round all the way to the round when you're corner through the towel in. Listen, bro, if I throw 200 punches and I land 199 of them, shit, that's where the power gonna come from. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Roach, talk to me, fam. Talk to me. What's going on? Yeah, man, for sure, bro. Hell yeah, hell to the yeah. Hey, what you think? What you think about my analysis just of both fights? First the Ryan Garcia and well since we on Fundora, let's talk about that. Then go back to Ryan. What do you think about just the Fundora fight? I asked you about that. What do you think about that from a defensive standpoint? What you saw? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. They say they can't hear you. Hold on, they say they can't hear you. Hold on, guys. My bad. They can't hear you. God damn. Sorry, guys. You guys can't hear him. So let me do this. I can hear him, but you guys can't. So let me do this. Bear with me, guys, because I got my brother Roach on the phone. I do want to let him talk. What the fuck? Okay, here we go. That's my fault, guys. My fault. All right, here we go. Bear with me, guys. Let me see what's going on. What the hell? Incoming calls. All right. Go ahead. Hey, Roach. I want the people to hear you. So hang up and call right back. Hang up and call right back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna have them hang up and call right back. It was a setting that I had on my phone. What happens is when they call in, it was a setting that I had on my phone. My bad. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. It was a setting that I had on my phone. So you're gonna call right back.
Unknown caller.
All right, there we go, guys. There we go, guys. All right, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? All right. Let's Roach back. Hold on. Roach, can you hear me? Hold on. Roach, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go. There we go. Hey, guys, give me a thumbs up if you can hear him. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear him now. That was my fault, guys. It was a setting that I had on my phone. Sorry about that. All right, but go ahead, Roach. What do you think about Saturday? What do you think about Fundora? What did you see?
All right.
What did you see?
All right. So first of all, you asked me what did I see as far as defense. I didn't see anything as far as defense because there was not a lick of defense played in the fight on either side.
Mm-hmm.
It was straight up, like you said, rock'em sock'em robot.
Right, rock'em sock'em.
But the bad thing about it for Lubin is with his fighting style, for him to be successful against a fighter like Fundora,
mm-hmm.
he would have to fight on the outside. But with Fundora being 8'9", he can't do that. So it was, just, in my opinion, it was just a terrible stylistic matchup for him. And then on top of that, Erickson Lubin has a terrible chin. So with Fundora being a volume puncher,
mm-hmm.
That's usually when volume punchers get their knockouts, when they're facing fighters with bad chins.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like Fundora's advantages were way too much for Lubin to overcome with his skill set, his size, and everything. It was just a very bad matchup for him.
I totally agree with the matchup. The only thing I want to interject to it is if you are going to be committed to fighting in the pocket, if you're going to be committed to fighting in the pocket, Lubin being a professional fighter, and these guys are friends. Like literally, both of them, one from Palm Beach and one from Orlando. They friends. They know each other. They know each other very well. But you have to understand how to slip punches in the pocket. You have to understand, elbow placement. You got a guy that's 6'10" tall, and he's hitting the shorter fighter with an uppercut. Explain that to me. He's hitting you with an uppercut, and Esau Cruz showed you perfectly. Listen, he had that guard like this here. You got to understand, when Tank was throwing them uppercuts at Esau Cruz, he was blocking that shit with his elbows and forearms. Yep. Because the way he was
moving his head off the center line.
And he was moving his head off the center line. Lubin was like this. Yep. Hit me. Bap. Okay, let me hit you. Bap. Hit me. Bap. Okay, let me hit you. And Fundora, I'm just being honest with you. Like Fundora got hit a lot, but his offensive output just overwhelmed Lubin. And then inside the pocket, you pinned on the ropes. Like, listen, I'm gonna show you another fight I like. Watch the Tony Harrison fight when he fought Sergio Garcia. When he fought that guy, Garcia was pressuring him just like Fundora was pressuring Lubin. Tony wasn't having that shit. Tony, I'm keeping the jab in your face, bap, bap, bap. Now, of course, there was a height difference with Lubin. But what I'm saying is when Garcia tried to pressure Tony Harris and get him on the ropes, what he did? He pivoted off the ropes, gave him angles, and spit them, and took it back to the center of the ring. Garcia was literally chasing, not because that Tony Harris was running, but he literally did not know what to do. He was doing the same thing.
He was walking him into
and Tony Harris was walking him in the shots. Walking him in the right hands, walking him into the jab, walking to the hook, and then right when Garcia got in there to try to unload his shots, Tony Harrison spent out the way and pivoted out the way, and it wasn't there to be hit. And now Harrison did get caught a couple of times, but I'm saying that's what Lubin. Because listen, there was counter shots there all night for Lubin, and he landed them. He countered the hell out of Fundora when he dropped him in the 8th round. He caught him with like a 5-6 punch combination, dropped him, countered him. And I'm like, man, and that's because Fundora was not defensively sound. And I'm like, man, he's gonna have to tighten that defense up. He's gonna have to tighten that defense up. You talking about fighting these other top guys. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna hold you too long. But make a long story short, Lubin, in my opinion, his stylistically was tailor-made for whatever game plan that Fundora had. It was tailor-made for him.
Yep.
Tailor-made for him.
I agree 100% with that.
Hey, man. Hey, shout out to my brother Rose, man. Go ahead, brother. You got something else to say?
Yes, sir. No, I just wanted to say one more thing. On the women's boxing side, Michaela Mayer, she handled business against Jennifer Hahn this weekend.
Okay.
Lisa Baumgartner is fighting this next weekend.
Okay.
Look out for that Michaela Mayer, Lisa Baumgartner matchup. That's going to be a barn burner. I appreciate you taking my call, Coach. I'm about to get off of here, man.
All right, shout out to Rose, man. Shout out to my brother Rose Carter from Houston.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Rose Carter from Houston. Yeah, man. Our phone lines is open 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. He says Fundora, the Mexican Paul Williams. The right fighters will knock him out cold. Yeah. You see what happened to Paul Williams, man. Paul Williams, he liked to mix it up in the pocket as well. Hold on, guys. I think I got some more receipts I want to show you guys. But yeah, man. I mean, that's how I saw it. That's how I saw it, guys. The way I saw it, just from a defensive standpoint, whole lot of deficiencies there from both fighters. Fundora just fought the wrong goddamn fight. Hold on, guys. Not Fundora. Lubin fought the wrong fight. He got to work on his defense, man. All that rock him, sock him, trading punches. That shit ain't you're gonna get killed. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Justin from Florida.
What's your name again?
Justin from Florida.
Justin, okay, your phone sound kind of staticky, but talk to me. What you want to talk about, fam?
Hey, the Ryan Garcia fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think he looked too good, but I know he's getting some criticism, but a lot out of all the boxing matches I watched, all 3 main events that I watched, which was Mark Maxeo, Keith Thurman, and Ryan. None of them were knockouts, so I wasn't looking too for it in a knockout. And I don't think just because he didn't knock out Tagoe doesn't mean that he's C class or low B class fighter. I don't think he beats Gervonta, but like I said, I don't really look forward to like a knockout anymore. Because majority of the fights that I've seen didn't really end up with a knockout. You know what I mean? And I don't really judge a fighter if he knocks him out.
No, Ryan Garcia, he's a good fighter. He can still get the knockouts. He just what he has to do. He has some techniques that he really needs to focus on. He's going to have to understand that, okay, everybody's not going to get hit with the left hook and you're going to get him out of there. And he has to understand how to set his shots up. He has to understand how to work. He's 5'10" in the lightweight division. He's supposed to have the most lethal jab in the sport of boxing. Ryan Garcia. And, well, in the lightweight division, he's big, he's strong. Ryan Garcia should have a Larry Holmes type jab. He should have a Lennox Lewis type jab. He's supposed to have a stick just like that. If he was to commit to that, if he was to commit to that and sit on his punches instead of throwing arm punches, instead of relying on speed and quickness and focus on technique. If you focus on that technique, and proper foot placement, what I mean by that is if he have his feet placed right, he can sit on that punch, and when he shoot that jab out there, he can follow it up with a right hand and then come back with that left hook. You see what I'm saying? Come off the jab. Stiff jab, jab to the body, lead right hand to the body, maybe. I ain't gonna say lead right hand to the body. Just jab to the body. You see what I'm saying? And then when you jab them, jab to the head. And then when you get him where you want to come at, come with that right hand. And then guess what? If you miss with the right hand, come back with that left hook. But make sure, but you gotta understand, if you miss with that right hand, you gotta know what's coming back. If you throw a right hand, you gotta know that left hook is gonna come if that guy throw that left hook. So when you throw that right hand, you better make that motherfucker count. Because by him being, Ryan Garcia being so tall and have those long arms, if he throw a right hand and miss, the shorter fighter is going to, if he's an elite fighter and he don't bring that right hand back in time, he's going to catch him while he's coming with the left hook. Work everything off the jab and it'll open up everything else. When you cut that ring off, use the jab instead of trying to, come with the check left hook. And then when you get tired, you start winging your punches. And that's what I saw. That's the only reason why he really couldn't get the guy out of there, because he was hitting the guy. But Tagoe, he became predictable with his offense. But that's how I see it. I looked at that fight twice. Go check it out though. Go ahead.
Do you also think that ring rust should contribute to that result too? Because you have to find a view.
What you say? I can't hear you. Sound muffled.
Do you think ring rust can also contribute to the way he was fighting too? He hasn't fought in a year.
He hasn't fought in a year, ring rust, but he's 23 years old. He's trained with Eder Reynoso. He's trained with Canelo Alvarez. That ain't no excuse. He's 23 years old. I can see ring rust from a guy who's an older fighter, like a Triple G who hasn't fought in a while. But ring rust from a 23-year-old kid? No, man, no. No. I mean that does plays a role in ring rust. So I will agree with that to a degree. But what did that have to do with his what did that have to do with his technique? What did that have to do with him winging? Yeah. What did that have to do with him winging punches? What did that have to do with him leaving his chin wide open when he's loading up to throw the right hand? What did that have to do with that? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So, but listen, Justin, shout out to you, fam, man. Salute to you, my brother, for calling in, man. Hey, but Justin, how old are you? You say you 16, right? 16 or 17?
Yeah, I'm 16.
Yeah, 16, man. Let's give the young brother a round of applause, man. Salute to you, fam. My brother right here in Florida, in the FLA with the old boy. Shout out to Justin, man. Mad Dog H, what you say, fam? You say Ryan also had a hand injury, but his problem was not using his jab. Yeah, he don't. Yeah. And that's what he needs to work on. Like Smith and West said it earlier. If he work on his jab, use his jab to set everything else up. And when he throw those hooks, keep them tight. Like throw a tight hook. I don't want to see you always throwing it to hook wide because he's depending on speed. He's depending on his quickness and speed. But what happens when you fight someone who time you? What happens? What happens when you fight someone who times you? You see what I'm saying? Luke Campbell timed him. Luke Campbell was shocked. Like when Luke Campbell dropped Ryan Garcia, Luke was like, God damn, I dropped this motherfucker. And then after, it was kind of more like a flash knockdown. Ryan got back up. You know what I mean? But he was making some of those same mistakes against Tagoe, but Tagoe wasn't committed to fight. Tagoe was trying to get the hell up out of there. Tagoe tried to get the hell up out of there. He said, Coach, imagine Tank versus Fundora if he moved up. Yeah, that fight ain't gonna happen. Shit. Fundora wouldn't even be able to land a punch on Tank. Tank too quick. Tank footwork too good. Yeah, Tank footwork too good. He wouldn't even be able to land a punch on him. Tank ain't gonna be there to be hit. Mama, what you say, family? Say 15 months out, back from injury. Kid needs time, but he definitely didn't look good at all. Yeah, but again, 15 months out, injury. You're gonna have to explain to me why the technique wasn't there, why the chin was still open, why he wasn't working the jab, why he started winging his punches. You know, I get it, I get that, but it's just certain things that at this stage in his career you still should always have. I've seen fighters who haven't been in the ring in a while, and they lost, but their technique was still on point. They just lost to the better fighter. You see what I'm saying? So, he said, or when you start getting older, those flaws you can cover up when you're young. He said, but when you lose that speed, when you get older, the fundamentals will keep you Gucci. Yeah. And that's what happened to Rud Jones, man. Rud Jones, his fundamentals was terrible. So once he lost his athleticism and speed and quickness, he started getting knocked out left and right. He started getting knocked out left and right. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it just is what it is. You know, he started getting knocked out left and right. So, and as a matter of fact, Smith and West, that's what happened when Paul Williams fought. When Paul Williams fought, who that was? He fought Sergio Martinez. Paul Williams left himself wide open and fighting on the inside. That's how he got knocked out. I think he got knocked out, in the second round? I think he got knocked out in the second round, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Emmanuel, he said Ryan's getting more criticism because of what he said about Tank after the Esau Cruz fight. Getting more criticism by who? Who is he getting more criticism by? Who is he getting more criticism by? You know, I'm breaking down like some of the flaws and deficiencies that I saw. You know what I mean? So, Giovanni, what you say, family? Say, Coach, what do you think about people saying the fight proves Ryan not ready for nobody, especially at Haney, but Styles make fights? Ryan beats Haney three times in the amateurs. You know, that's people's opinion. That's people's opinion. The fact of the matter is we'll probably never see those fights, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they will never see those fights. And you're right, Styles do make fights. You're right about that. You're 100% right about that. Unfortunately, we'll probably never see those fights, to be honest with you. Because Oscar Dela Hoya, you trying to call? Yeah, Jason, you say you trying to call? You got your phone number unlisted, fam. Got your phone number unlisted. If your phone number, if you got no caller ID, if you're calling me private, I'm not answering the phone. You're wasting your time, brother. Wasting your time. Let's see. Kitty Peace. He say the Ryan tenders are sensitive. I see. Yeah. Pretty much. They'll ignore everything you're breaking down. They'll ignore that. They'll ignore the boxing stuff. See, they don't talk about the boxing stuff. When you break down the boxing stuff, they'll ignore that and get in their emotions. Because, you know, they probably don't know nothing about boxing, more than likely. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is D Nice, coach. I'm calling from Cleveland, Ohio.
D Nice, talk to me, fam. What you want to talk about?
Man, I'm sitting here listening to the show. I listen often, man. I rarely call, but
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to tap in, man, for the Ryan Garcia thing, because
Go ahead, fam. Keep talking.
if you claim to be an elite fighter, an upper echelon fighter, then you must perform as that. It's okay to say Ryan Garcia is average because that's how he looks.
Right.
And his performance was good for average fighter. Now, if you deem him average, then yes, he had a decent performance. But if you look at him as the next coming or an upper echelon or an elite fighter, then no, those type of performances just will not cut.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to be too hard on him, D Nice, because he did come off a layoff and surgery and stuff like that. But my thing is this here: if you just listen to I don't expect a Ryan Garcia fan, because a lot of those guys are very, very sensitive, like to the point of fanboyism. You know what I mean? You know how I feel about fanboys.
Yeah,
but if you look at just what I'm breaking down, I'm not saying Ryan Garcia suck. I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm not saying any of that. I'm breaking down just boxing fundamentals. And these guys acting like some goddamn bitches. You see what I'm saying? And I just wish they would unsubscribe. I wish they would unsubscribe and leave. I don't even want them over here, to be honest with you. But if you just look at what I'm breaking down, I'm saying, dude, he wasn't working his jab. He was cutting the ring off very well. But when he cut the ring off very well, he became very predictable with his offensive arsenal. We knew he was coming with the check left hook. We knew he was coming with the right cross. We knew that because that's what he was pretty much doing the entire fight, because he was trying to knock the guy out. Instead of methodically breaking him down with the jab, working the jab, mixing the jab up, going to the body, going to the head, changing the speed on the jab, feigning with the jab. You see what I'm saying? Shoot it. Give him something else to worry about. Because what happened was Tagoe started getting Ryan Garcia's timing down, and he was anticipating when this punch. He got the timing down of the speed when the punch was going to come, and that's what it was. And but again, 15 months. It is what it is. He's rusty, whatever. He's 23 years old. I just felt like, from a technical standpoint, whether he's been in the ring for 15 months or not, and that's really not that long, from a technique standpoint, it should have been better. I don't care whether he got the knockout or not. I'm saying just if he was in there with a better fighter, that chin was still open. Just a lot of things I saw from a lack of activity, from the jab, from the feints. Instead of throwing that hook so wide, throw it a little bit more tighter. You see what I'm saying? When you get him on the ropes, and you can listen. And Tagoe was doing the same shit. When every time that Ryan Garcia got him on the ropes, he'll spin out to the right. So if you would have shot that jab on him, you see what I'm saying? Kept giving him that jab, and then once you anticipated he gonna spin out to the right, then he could have came with that check left hook, that check right hook, or uppercut or something like that, because you could have ran him into that shot. But I think Goosen to tighten up on him. He'll tighten up.
Hopefully, everything you describe is characteristics of elite fighters, and he doesn't display those. So at this point, I can only deem him as average. I don't give him the layoff excuse, because that was self-inflicted. You didn't have any injuries. You were just out. Mental health or whatever the case may be. I mean, nah, we're not doing that. This is a warrior sport. You either toughen up or you go home. Now, with that Fundora guy, I believe if he has different aspects to his game, he is definitely going to be a problem. But as is, he's just raw.
And if he can overpower you and outstrike you, then you in trouble. But if he's in there with somebody who slips and rips, it's gonna be a long night for him. And I think he's very promising. I'm just not ready to crown him the one yet.
What do you think about his defense?
Like I said, it may be an aspect of his game that he hasn't shown because he hasn't had to. So until he gets in there with somebody whose power he does respect, I guess we won't know. But no, he didn't show much of defense, but that could have been due to him not respecting Lubin's power.
Yeah.
Figuring he could take his punch, so there's no need to waste energy getting out the way. I'll just eat it and I'll return some.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? If those aspects of his game are there, then he's definitely going to be a problem. I don't think he's ready for the winner of Charlo Castano, though. Definitely considering he struggled with Tony Harrison's opponent. I seen that fight. He did struggle.
Yeah, now that you the second person told me that, I gotta go watch that fight. Cause Tony Harrison put on a boxing clinic against Sergio Garcia. Like he was just he made it look easy.
And that's the classic styles make fights, because looking at Tony Harrison's prior fight to this one, you would have thought Harrison was done.
Mm.
Because I want to, if my memory serves, didn't he get a draw? So
his last two fights, he didn't look good to me. And I think he's going through a lot of stuff. His father passed away, man, and that was his trainer. So he was going through a lot. But Tony did fade at the end, though. The 9th and 10th round, especially that 10th round, I was like, run! I was like, run, Tony, run! Grab him, hold him, because he had got hurt. I saw this nigga, man. You know, Tony Harris, he known for fading in the end of the fights, and that's where you can catch him. So I was like, man, but outside of that, man, yeah, he was going through a lot. But he put on the boxing clinic. He put on the boxing clinic to me. So, but D-Nice,
definitely
man,
great showing for him. I would like to see him and Fundora.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that'd be a hell of a fight there. I would like to see that fight.
That'd be a hell of a fight.
Let me tell you something. Tony Harrison and Fundora, this is how I see that fight going. This is how I can see it going. I can see Tony Harrison getting off early in the fight. I can see him getting off. If Fundora doesn't respect his power, Tony Harrison, because of his footwork, he's not going to be there like Lubin is. He's not going to be able to get Tony. Listen, he won't be able to get Lubin on the ropes and just sit there and get on Tony Harris on the ropes and just pound him. He's not. Tony Harris ain't going to be there. He's going to spin and pivot. That's what he's going to do. Fundora's going to have to fight a different style. He's going to have to work his jab to try to beat Tony, and he should. He got an 80-inch arm reach. If he fight Tony Harris, he's going to have to work his jab. Now, I will say this: I can see Fundora knocking Tony Harrison out late in the fight. If Tony Harris get tired and he's able to impose his will on Tony Harris at the end, I can see him stopping Tony Harris. I can see it too. If Fundora from Florida, with me and Tony Harris, I rock with Tony Harris, but I can see that, bro. I can see that because he'll fade in the fight, boy, and Fundora gonna keep coming. If he don't respect your power, he will keep coming. And if he can get Tony Harrison, if he can get Tony in the on the ropes, he can do what he can make it do what he do. What Tony should do if they fight, as soon as he get me on the ropes, grab him. I'm finna grab your ass and hold you. Referee got to break it up, and we got to reset and do it all over again. Do
every trip.
Do the same thing that Kell Brook did to Sean Porter, even though Kell Brook was taller. But you know how Sean Porter got that bulldog type style. Every time Sean Porter tried to play them, tried to fight Rough House with Kell Brook, what he did, he tied him up.
Gripped him right up.
He tied him up. Okay, referee had to break him apart, and then he got off on him, 2-3 piece, got off on him when Sean Porter tried to come in up with that bulldog tactic, tie him up again, and it worked. So yeah. Hey, but now, hey, D-Nice, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, my brother.
I appreciate it, man. Salute the show, man. That's my call.
Yes, sir. Shout out to D-Nice, man. He say, nah, coach is right. Tony Harris got to get that strength and conditioning up. Listen, Tony, my guy, dog. Listen, Tony Harris is my guy, dog. I'm just saying, that's my dude, man. But I'm just being honest with you. I saw the fight with him and Garcia. Tony faded in the 9th round. And in the 10th round, he got hurt. Bruh. Listen, I'm gonna drop the snippet of the show we did, because we did a fight party. I was like, run! Oh my God, this nigga finna blow the wreck. He man Tony finna blow wreck, man. I say, run! Hold him! Run! Tony, man, I like, because he got tired. He faded, man. His beautiful mother was out there. Mama Harrison was out there. She damn near had a heart attack. She was crying. She was like, oh my God, I'm so glad the bell rung. All of us was like, God damn, please let the bell hurry up and ring, man. Because he had got tired, bro. He ain't got tired, bro. He ain't got tired. Christian Rodriguez said, Coach, have you ever stepped in the ring? Yes, sir. Box amateurs for 5 years, sir. He said, Ryan been out of the ring for a year. What's with this harsh judgment of Ryan? Whoa, oh my God, this guy right here. Wow, what's with this harsh judgment of Ryan? Sir, have you been listening to the show, sir? Christian Rodriguez, have you been listening to the show? Call into the show and tell me, what did I say that was harsh? I swear to God, you Ryan Garcia fans, like, call me. What did I say that was harsh to Ryan Garcia? Anybody that don't like what I'm saying, that I said about Ryan Garcia breaking down the sport of boxing for what I saw from a stylistic standpoint, what he could have done better. I didn't disrespect him, didn't say anything bad about him. This guy talking about, yeah, I mean, you guys kill me, man. Oh my God. Whoo, you guys kill me. Call into the show though. Tell me what I said. Tell me what I said. He said, what about the WBO and Parabellum paying John Riel Casimiro? What he said with their third world? He said with 3 world champion titles, paying him minimum pay at $100K? That's an embarrassment. I don't know what he got paid. I don't know what he got paid. What the dude say? The dude said, he said, Coach, you're a Ryan hater. If you feel like I'm a Ryan hater, why are you here? Simple. Anybody feel that I'm a Ryan Garcia hater? You can do one or two things. You can unsubscribe, don't come back over here no more, or you can call in if you got the nuts to do it, which I doubt it. Or you can call in and explain to me, what did I say that was hate? Ron Boy Fresh, what's up, baby? Shout out to my brother Ron Boy Fresh, man. Shout out to my brother Ron Boy Fresh. Let's see. He said he probably has Ryan Garcia tattoos. Knockdown 305. He said, you calling out the obvious flaws, Coach. Yeah, these dudes can't. They ain't gonna call in, though. They ain't gonna call in. They're not gonna call in. True. They're not gonna call in. They're not gonna call in. They're not gonna call in. They're not gonna call it. And the crazy part about it, they won't unsubscribe and they be over here every day. It's simple. Just unsubscribe, go back to your mammy's house, and don't come back. It's simple. He says, you say he uses Maybelline when he actually uses Marlo. Yeah, but I'm talking about as it relates to today. As it relates to today, right now, Manny 209, as it relates today, what did I say? But anyway, I ain't got time to deal with these Ryan Garcia fanboys. I don't have no time for them. They're not gonna call in and they're not gonna unsubscribe and they're gonna be over here every day. So it is what it is. He said, dude probably go into the barbershop, like, give me the Ryan Garcia, give me the Ryan Garcia. Hey man, these Ryan Garcia fanboys. Man, find your nuts. Find your nuts. Ryan Garcia fanboys, call in today. Please call in. As a matter of fact, let's sound the alarm for these Ryan Garcia fanboys. Warning to all of the Ryan Garcia fanboys. If you are a fanboy of Ryan Garcia and you cannot take boxing criticism from your fighter, please unsubscribe and take your ass back to your mammy house. Warning to all of the Ryan Garcia fangirls and fanboys. If you are an overly sensitive Ryan Garcia fanboy, please unsubscribe and go back to your mammy house. Coach Malachi Williams give 2 fucks about you. We have a call calling in right now. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach Malachi? This is Devin from Detroit.
What's your name is?
Devin from Detroit.
Devin from Detroit. Devin, talk to me, fam. What you want to talk about? Detroit.
Man, Coach, man, you had me dying the other night, man, talking about Tony Harris.
Oh.
Tony almost blew the bag.
Oh man, Tony had me, man. Tony had me, man. I was nervous in the motherfucker, man. I had about 2-3 gray hairs yelling at the TV. Hey, man, you remember how I was yelling at the TV? I was like, Tony, run!
Man, you was yelling. you was like, run, Tony. Hey, man, that's funny, man.
Hey.
I'm glad Tony made it up out of there.
Yeah, man, but dog got tired, man. But then Tony got tired. I said, but he don't got tired. I mean, you know how country I am. I said tired. I didn't say, everybody was laughing when I said tired instead of tired. I said, man, but dog tired, man. God damn, boy. I was like, this nigga hell, man. Tony better, he better not shit on the money, boy. He better come through, boy. Man, Tony Harris, man, almost blow the bag, man.
No doubt, man. Yeah, we was pulling for him, man, and with the Fundora versus Lubin, man, I think a lot of dudes who like fight Fundora, like they look at his game, man, and they like don't think he is as strong as he is.
No, Fundora's strong. No, he's strong. Yeah, he's strong. He's a strong dude.
You know what I'm saying? No?
Yeah, he's a real strong guy. And his frame, the way his frame is, he's a naturally slim guy. I was watching some of the interview that he did on the Boxing Voice. He said he walks around at like 165. No. Yeah, he say like 160. No, he say like 160, no more than 165. So he doesn't have much weight to cut when he come down because he fight at 154. So if he walks around at like 160, his walk around weight, I think he said he walk around like 160 or 165, somewhere up in there. If he walks around at like anywhere between 160 and 165, bro, he don't have much weight to cut. So he's not weight drained at all. You see what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah,
no
man.
doubt. How high up in weight do you think Fundora can go?
Shit, with his height, he should be able to go up to maybe like light heavyweight. I would say cruiser, but light heavyweight. But the thing is, he's gonna have to put some weight on his legs. His legs, he has very skinny legs. He reminds me of Thomas Hearns. He has legs like Tommy Hearns. You know how skinny Tommy Hearns was when he was boxing the lightweight division. His legs are real skinny. He would have to build his legs up. Fundora would have to build his legs up. He comes from a boxing family, so he'll be able to do that. But when I saw him on the Boxing Voice, he said he can continue to make that weight for years. So, but if he was to move up, I would say maybe light heavyweight, but he would have to change his boxing style when he go up in weight. You can't bang it out. You can't try to bang it out with those guys at those heavier weight divisions. Because it ain't you know what I mean? Because unless he run up on another Lubin or something like that, but you can't bang it out with everybody. You see what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. And like as far as with Ryan Garcia, he's a good, very good, very talented prospect in my opinion. I think people like overrate him, saying he's a great fighter. Yeah. He's this. I think he's a very talented prospect with a lot of potential, but he's not showing to be better, not yet. Yeah, I mean, I think Ryan. We'll see what Goosen is able to do with him. You know what I mean? He won unanimous decision. It's kind of hard to, he won by unanimous decision. So, but yeah, we'll see what Goosen is able to do with him. You know what I mean? And we'll see. But he got a lot of shit he need to work on. He definitely got a lot of shit he need to work on. No doubt, though. Thank you for taking my call, Coach, man. Yes, sir, Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit versus everybody. I ain't even from Detroit. That's all I'm yelling. Nigga, Detroit versus everybody. Tight up, Detroit. All right, brother. Hey, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother Devin, man, from Detroit, man. Yeah, man. Shit, nigga. Hey, boy, I damn Tony Harrison, boy. Hey, listen, man, that man, hey, Tommy Joe, what'd you say? Coach blood pressure was high. Man, bro, remember that's when I fired the blunt up. Not the blunt. Remember that's when I fired the weed up? I was like, man, let me go ahead and smoke this. Man, this got me, man. God damn, boy. I had to smoke, man. I was so goddamn. Tony Harris had me, man. I was shaking like a leaf in the middle of a hurricane, man. He said, shout out to None Your Biz. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, keep Fundora away from Tony. That'll be a damn good fight, bro. Stylistically, that'll be a good fight. I'm not gonna lie, man. That dude got an 80-inch arm reach. Fundora got an 80-inch arm reach, bro. Like, You know what I mean? But we'll see. I want to see that fight that he had, that Fundora had. He fought Sergio Garcia, the same guy that Tony Harris had pretty much box circles around him. I want to look at that fight. I want to look at that fight and see exactly what he did from a tactical standpoint, and how did he fight him stylistically. You know what I mean? So I want to go back and see that fight. He said, Coach, who has the worst fans in your opinion? All of them. Everybody have they radical, listen, it's not the fans. The fans of boxers is not the problem. TBS. It's the fanboys. And that's the problem. It's not the fans. The fans are, the fans are not the problem. The problem is we're dealing with a bunch of effeminized beta males that's in the sport of boxing right now. And these dudes probably have posters of their favorite fighter on the wall, like on the ceiling. And when they wake up at night and open their eyes, and let's say you sleep on your back, right? And when they wake up at night and open their eyes, they have a poster of their favorite fighter. And they have such an emotional attachment to that guy that when you criticize the fighter, when you break down just things that this fighter did not do from a boxing standpoint. Hey, when he threw that left hook came kind of wide. The reason why he went the distance with this guy, because he did not know how to cut the ring off. Like these guys, they know nothing about boxing. They don't know how to break it down. They can't tell you exactly what went right and what went wrong. Only thing they can tell you is, this is my favorite fighter, I like him, and if anybody, and they be moving their head side to side like this here, like some bitches, and if anybody say anything about my favorite fighter, I'm going to get mad, catch an attitude. My thing is this here. If you are a fanboy of a particular fighter, if you subscribe to this channel, please unsubscribe, press 1, and holler. We do not want you over here. We do not like you over here, and we don't need you over here. We got over 12,000 subs. I know what the fuck I'm doing. My channel, I want to weed out fanboys. Care nothing about you men with sensitivity. I care nothing about you, sir. And they won't even call in. So it's not the fans, fam. It's the fanboys. I think every fighter has a level of fanboys that's very toxic, no matter who the fighter is. He said, you're going to need power to stop Fundora. Yeah, you're going to need power to stop any goddamn body, to be honest with you, but yeah, you know what I mean? And you're going to need some goddamn defense. You can't be sitting there playing rock'em sock'em. You see what I'm saying? Renee Box Young, what you say, fam? He say facts. Fanboys, they say go way off the wayside. Yeah, they go way off the wayside. Yeah. These guys something else. Butch Cassidy, what you say, fam? He said you can arguably say he lost that fight to Garcia. Definitely lost to Clark. He said Clark brother, but he's still one of my favorite fighters to watch. Who are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about. Butch. I don't know who you're talking about. Cassidy. Let's see. Mad Dog Ace. He said if you're a fanboy, press 1. Shout out to Champ Side. I don't even know who that dude is, but I was watching one of his shows, bro. Man, that dude had me crying laughing. That dude Champ Side, he said, press 1. I said, what did he say? Press 1. And he said it so many times. I said, damn, let me press 1. I'm trying to press 1 on the phone. But that dude had me crying, bro. He say, our fanboys just need hugs, coach. Nah, they don't need no hug. They need to get pimp slapped. They need to taste slapped out of their mouth. I hate fanboys with a passion. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, yo, it's Gamo from LA, West Coast, tapping in.
Gamo, you say Gamo, talk to me, fam. I ain't seen you in a minute, man.
Yeah, it's been a great month of boxing.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
yo, you know what I mean? I believe they should give Tim Tszyu to Formella. That'd be a great fight for him, for his next fight. It's lit at 154. 135 is lit. Team Cambosis, we taking it undisputed, baby. June 5th. Team Ferocious will perform that night and upset Devin. And I believe that. And we going up. And I agree with you, Coach. I don't know. We'd be lucky to see Ryan fight again this year. You know what I mean? Because Oscar protected him. So, you know, I feel kind of iffy. I want to see him fight somebody ranked in the top 10 next. You know, so we'll see who he's gonna fight. Spence Ugas finna,
Spence Ugas this
come
Saturday.
up
This Saturday, yep.
Great fight.
we'd be surprised. We'll be lucky if Spence fights twice this year. You know, what I mean, with Al and PVC and all that. So
Yeah, those
I just hope he
PBC
doesn't keep
fighters.
those belts hostage.
Yeah, those PBC
I hope
fighters. They're
Spence
not
doesn't keep those.
active.
Yeah, they fight once a year. So I hope Spence just doesn't keep those belts hostage if he does beat Ugas, which I expect him to. But, 135 is lit.
Yeah,
Kambosos Haney, biggest fight of the year, I believe, so far. And I believe George is training in the trenches, and he will perform June 5th, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Gamo. Hey, Gamo, man. Salute to you, fam, man. Gamo from LA, man. That's my brother, that man.
Hey, can I say one more thing, Coach? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So look, Kambosos and Tank Gervonta are the same age, and arguably you can make an argument that George has a better resume than Tank. Look, Mickey Bay, Lee Selby, Tio, and now Devin.
Mm-hmm.
Tank's best opposition was, I'll say, prime Jose Pedraza.
Mm-hmm.
You can make an argument because they're the same age that Kambosos has a better resume than Tank. I mean, you can argue it.
Yeah, you can make an argument. You can make an argument for that. I see exactly where you're going at with that. Hey, shout out to you, Gamo.
They're the same age.
Yeah, salute to you, fam. Salute to Gamo.
All right, hey, great show, Coach. Salute. God first, everything second. Let's go, baby.
Yes, sir. You know me, man. When you telling me you're fighting King Kong, I want to see him fighting Godzilla. I say this all the time. The worst thing you can do to me is brag to me about your fighter. Because when you're telling me he's this and that, I want to see this and that opposition that he's fighting. I'm from the old school, so that's the only way I see it. I don't believe in protecting fighters. I don't care who they are, what their nationality is, ethnicity, race. I don't care nothing about none of that. Where they're from, that shit don't matter to me. Once you go to telling me this guy King Kong, I better see his ass in there fighting Godzilla. If you're telling me he Optimus Prime, he better be fighting Megatron. If you're telling me he the Dinobots, he better be fighting the Constructicons. You see what I'm saying? If you're telling me he Bumblebee, he better be fighting Starscream or Soundwave. You see what I'm saying? If you're telling me he the Powerpuff Girls, he better be fighting Mojo Jojo. You know what I mean? It is what it is. If you're telling me He-Man, he better be fighting Skeletor. That's my only requirement. When I go to see you niggas explaining about your fighter, oh man, you can't be talking about my fighter, man. What you mean he ain't throw the jab perfectly? Well, no, when he threw the jab lazy. And when he threw the jab lazy, that's how he got caught with the counter. That's how he got caught with the overhand right. Because when he threw the jab lazy and it was coming and he didn't get the hand back in time, the guy timed him and caught him with the overhand right. That's how he got dropped. Oh man, you hating. How am I hating? Because I broke down exactly how he got dropped. Oh man, you hate. These fanboys something else. Nobody hate a fanboy more than me. If it was up to me, I'll pass a law that every fanboy should get the taste slapped out of their mouth. Physical violence to fanboys. Hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyways. Let's see. Renee Box-Young, he say the Powerpuff Girls. Renee Box-Young say everything you hate you nowadays. Yeah, man, he does. I don't give a fuck. The crazy part about it is they won't, like this guy, he's still here. He won't leave. It's probably one of my trolls. Cause a lot of my trolls, they have like different accounts. They set up different accounts. I have some YouTube channels that troll me. I know one of them for a fact. I have some YouTube channels that troll me. That's all it is. There'll be some trolls. That's all. They need a hug. But I'm glad they're here though. They contribute to the watch time hour. So we got over 12,000 subs. We'll be at 20,000 by the end of the year. So they helping out. They're doing their part. They are doing their part. Arlette, what you say? Arlette say Tank looks like he's happy right where he's at. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Tank resigns with Mayweather. I wouldn't be surprised. If they resign. She says, imagine all summer fur coats if Rolly wins. Hey, hold on. I don't know if that's a fur coat. Was that a meerkat that Rolly was wearing? Big Rolo. Oh, man. Big Rolo, huh? Big Rolo. Man, Rolly Romero gonna get killed, man. Rolly Romero gonna get killed. Let's see. The boxing scientist, what you say, fam? If he's Darth Vader, who should he fight? He better be fighting Luke or Yoda. He better be fighting Yoda. He better be fighting Yoda. Shit. That's how I am. He better be fighting Yoda. No, don't nobody get no goddamn pass. Fuck it. Only way we gonna find out who the best is, we gotta see him in the ring. You know what I mean? That's it. Drummond for life. He say 40,000, coach. Keep crushing. Yeah, we definitely gonna get there. We'll be at 20,000 for the year over with though. At 20,000. With the help of the trolls and they stay throughout the duration of the show with the help of the trolls and the haters and the people who love us. Cause we got more people who love us than don't like us. You know what I mean? Like we did that shit in what 14, 15 months. We did it first. And we motivate even the greats. Talk to him, T. Diddy. T. Diddy. Talk to him, T. Diddy. T. Diddy, talk to him.
We did it first. And
Caller, what's your name? Where you coming from?
Even the greats. This is different.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, what's up, coach? This Derek from Florida.
Derek, talk to me, fam.
Yeah, I got a question. Jermell Charlo, when you gonna fight Munguia? That's a good fight. I want to see him fight Munguia at 168.
You said Jermell Charlo fight Munguia?
Munguia.
Yeah,
168.
That fight ain't happening, man. Oscar Dela Hoya got that boy in the witness protection program. Munguia is fighting. He has a plethora of C-class fighters. He's fighting. That dude ain't fighting nobody either. You see, they don't turn down. He don't turn down several title shots already this year. So they not doing that. Oscar Dela Hoya ain't doing that. That shit ain't happening.
So you think Oscar gonna do the same thing to Ryan? Like,
yep,
give him the same treatment like Munguia?
Yep. He doing it now. 39 wins, 31 knockouts. You turning down title shots to fight Jermell Charlo. You pulling out of mandated fights to fight Jenna Beck to see who can be the interim champion in order to fight for the WBO title. Like this dude just pulling anything dealing with a champion in the middle. And he's been a champion.
Why they saying he's a knockout artist? They saying he's a knockout artist or some shit like.
Who is they? You saying he got 31 knockouts?
The fans.
I'm just saying he got 31 knockouts. He got to be a knockout artist.
Yeah.
Unless he's knocking out tomato cans. Now, if he's knocking out tomato cans, then you say, okay, cool. But he got to be a knockout artist. You can't be. There's no way you can't be a knockout artist with 39 wins and 31 knockouts unless you're knocking out Uber drivers and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's what it is. That's what it is, But see, you know me. Don't nobody.
Okay, coach.
Yeah, but shout out to Derek, man.
All right.
Shout out to Derek, man.
Yeah.
Salute to you, fam. Salute to Derek, man. Let's see. Mo now, what he say? I'm a knockout artist, baby. And when he told Crawford, he said, "Yeah, man, you better keep your ass down to the 147. You got a lot of business to take care of down there. Cause coming up here fucking with me, you know what I mean? You're gonna get your ass knocked out." He said, "You gonna get your ass put to sleep. I'm a knockout artist, baby." How many knockouts you got? 16. Hold on, wait. You got a 50% knockout ratio. Yeah, but I'm a knockout artist. I say, man, hey, that goddamn Jamel. Jamel had me crying, bro. Jamel had me crying. He said, coach, that was for the vacant WBO. So he turned down 2 shots. Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, that's right, because Andrade moved up, vacated the title. Yeah. He vacated the title. Yeah, you're right about that. He say, coach, you think Andrade and Munguia have similarities competition-wise? Damn, that's a tough one now. Yeah, you can argue that. You can argue that. I would have to sit back and look at both of their records. Well, I mean, not records of who they fought, but yeah, you can pretty much argue that. You can argue that. I think Munguia had more fights than he had probably like 5 or 6 more fights, or maybe seven more fights than Andrade. But yeah, you make an argument. You make an argument. Smith and West, what you say, fam? He say Oscar did it with Nello, dropping belts, rehydration causes, all types of F shit. Yeah, man. Right now, man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. AI, what you say, fam? He said Crawford is mentioned fighting at 154. How does he match up against Fundora, and how does he beat him? That's a good question. I have no idea. I would love to see that fight, though. I would love to see that fight. I would say it depends on which style Fundora comes with, and it depends on which style Crawford comes with. But I have no idea. But I would say this: Fundora, he couldn't fight Crawford the way he fought. He couldn't fight Crawford the way he fought. What's my main man named Lubin? He couldn't fight him. He couldn't fight him that way. He can't fight him that way. You know what I mean? But I would like to see that. I would like to see if Bud moves up to 154. I want to see Crawford fight Jermell Charlo, Brian Castano, Fundora. I want to see him fight all the top guys if he can. If I want to see Jermell Charlo fight, he's fighting Castano. I want to see Jermell Charlo fight Fundora. I want to see Fundora fight any of those guys, top guys in the junior middleweight division. I want to see the top guys fight each other. That's how I look at it. And the only way we're gonna know they got to fight each other. Only way we're gonna know they got to fight each other. Keyshawn Mendez, he said, Coach, can you play Cambosos walking to the Haney press conference? I got to hold on. I got to find it, man. I got to find it for you. Pull it up. Damien, what you say, fam? He said, I'm so sick of the other side of the street crap. These damn promoters are killing the sport. He said these damn promoters are killing the sport. Hey man, he said these damn promoters are killing the sport with all of this damn babysitting. Then get mad when the fans don't want to pay for the fights. Yeah, pretty much. They kill the sport, and then they get mad when you don't pay for the fight. Oh, they ain't gonna pay for the fight. They just gonna steal it. I said, yeah, because people are gonna pay for what they feel is pay-per-view worthy. When you put something on pay-per-view, Damien, you're saying that, hey, fans, this is a product that we think that you will like. We're hoping that you put your dollars behind this particular fight in order to pay for it. The fans determine, okay, you know what, man, I don't want to see this fight. You said this guy was Godzilla. Why is he fighting Papa Smurf? You said this guy was King Kong. Why is he fighting Gargamel? You see what I'm saying? And you said this guy was King Kong. Why is he fighting Pork Chop Willie? Why is he fighting Hobo Sam? You see what I'm saying? Why is he fighting why is he fighting Stankalanka? Got a homeboy from Orlando named Stankalanka. Stankalanka. You smell something stinking, that's me because I'm the shit. He say because he the shit. That's why they call him Stankalanka. Stankalanka, fighting my homeboy Stankalanka, man from the O. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's happening, Coach?
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Great show.
What's your name? Where you calling from? What's your name?
Marco, Coach.
Marco, okay. Marco from California, talk to me.
Yeah. I got a couple of things, Coach. Did you get to watch that Triple G versus Marietta?
Yeah, I got a chance to watch it.
Well, what's your thoughts on it, Coach? I think Triple G looks a little bit older, not to mention 168. I think that's really going to do a work on him.
Yeah, I mean, I think Triple G, I gave him an A-, being the fact that he was out of the ring for a while. And Murata, he was out of the ring for a while as well. Triple G started out kind of slow. The body shots was really bothering him in the first 4 to 5 rounds. But I think once he got the head of steam ahead of him, you know what I mean, he was able to break Murata down with power shots, and he ended up getting him out of there. So he did pretty good. Will that be enough for Canelo? I seriously doubt it.
I doubt it too, Coach. I don't know. I love Triple G, but I think Canelo will not come out.
Yeah, I think he gonna get stopped against Canelo. If Canelo can get by Bivol, Triple G gonna get stopped. In my opinion, I can't wait to see that. I really can't wait to see that fight now because of these the Triple G fanboys. They've been coming out of the woodworks now. So not the fans, but the fanboys who get overly sensitive, like the Ryan Garcia fanboys. So I really want to see that fight. I want to see Nello do. I want to see what Nello do to him. Really want to see that.
Do you think he'll get the credit he deserves, or you think all those fanboys are going to run him?
No. He ain't gonna get no credit. I mean, it's like this. And it's something my mother told me when I was 7 years old. She said, "Son, let me explain something to you. When people don't like you, there's nothing that you can do to make them like you. You can literally jump in the ocean, save 3 pregnant women from getting eaten by sharks, come up with a cure for cancer,
man,
help every poor person on the planet become millionaires, feed the poor, Make sure the homeless have shelter. And the haters, the people who hate you, well, goddamn, well, why he fed the poor? Why it took him so long to feed them? Oh, why he had to save 3 pregnant women from getting eaten by a shark? Why he ain't saved 4? Oh, why he jumped in the ocean and got wet? Oh, why he had to come up with a cure for cancer? Now the doctors can't make no money selling the medicines now. See, so, bro, listen. You can't worry about what the they say or say. If they don't like it, they don't like it. That's why I do everything in my power to disrespect them and run their ass away. But the more I disrespect my haters, the more I give them the lyrical genocide and abuse them, the more they come back and they watch me every day and they stay subscribed. And some of them will donate money. It's like they like to be tortured. They're paying for it.
It's like Tupac saying, "You're that guy they love to hate."
Yeah, I'm the guy they love to hate. So if you're gonna be a bad guy, be the best bad guy you can. So I love being the bad guy. I have no problem with it. I have YouTube channels that hate me. I have fanboys that hate me, and I love it. They helping us grow. Let's continue. Go ahead.
On another note, Coach, I was very disappointed when the Munguia Charlo fight, fell through. Mm-hmm. I figured that there was no way De La Hoya was going to shit on this opportunity, thinking that Charlo looks vulnerable. I mean, I give Munguia 50-50. Kid leaves a lot of work, but the fact that Munguia or Golden Boy, they turned down the Charlo fight, and then they turn around and go after Jacobs, who both of the Charlos avoided. Do you think Jacobs will give him the same competitive fight? I mean, they both did. I mean, Jacobs called him out for years, and the Charlos pretended like.
You talking about Jacobs?
Jacobs.
Give who a competitive fight now? You saying Charlo?
Munguia. You think Munguia fighting Jacobs will make up for him?
Daniel Jacobs is on the back 9 of his career. He didn't really look good his last 2 fights. Arguably, he lost that fight against Gabe Rosado. He lost against Gabe Rosado. Daniel Jacobs is, right now he just getting checks right now, man. That'll be a good name on Munguia's resume. I fought Daniel Jacobs and I beat him. Who did Daniel Jacobs fought? Well, he fought Triple G. He fought Canelo. You know what I mean? So that'll be good to have that on his resume. But yeah, Daniel Jacobs on the last leg of his career. He just saying,
And Coach, did you get a chance to watch that Ryan Garcia fight? Because to me, it was a waste of life. Around the 3rd round, I switched to Showtime, and I watched Fundora go to war. And if that kid figures out how to solve his distance and the jab, oh man, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. We covered both fights. I had talked about it already. We covered both fights. Covered the top.
My bad, Coach. I jumped a little bit late.
Yeah. I talked about the zone card as well as the PBC card. Yeah. And I broke down some things from a boxing standpoint where Ryan Garcia should be working on and what he needs to work on and stuff like that. Some of the mistakes he made, being predictable, stuff like that with his offensive output. And the Garcia fanboys' makeup fell off their face and their eyeshadow fell off and their eyelashes fell off and now they upset. So now I'm trying to purge their ass from this page and send them back home to their mammy's house. But shout out to Marco. Shout out to you, fam, from Cali, man. I appreciate you calling in, fam. Salute to you, bro.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Slim Reaper, what you say, fam? He said they did that to him, man. He said UTD player and the UK coach. He was making it so kids whose parents were struggling didn't go to school without school meals. Trash this young black guy because he bought a house. Yeah, man. You can't worry about that shit, though. Kristen Rodriguez said, "We don't hate you, Coach. We have difference of opinion. Calm down, Coach." Man, I hate you. I hate you with a passion. Trust me. Hate you with a passion. You and any fanboy. I hate fanboys. I want you to know that, sir. I hate you with a passion. I am your open enemy. Let's see. He said, Coach, if you're a fighter, he said, if your fighter is Batman, he better be fighting Bane. Yes, sir. He better be fighting Bane. Phone lines is open, man. We're gonna keep it open for another 5 minutes, and it's a wrap. Phone lines is open. Anybody got anything to say? Call in. Any of the fanboys who feeling some type of way in the chat, 530-494-9636. Any fanboys feeling some type of way in the chat, Don't duck 530-494-9636. I am here. I'm here. I'm here. And we want the smoke from any fanboy. I am the fanboy killer. This is what I do. This is what I do. Shout out to the fanboy that I hate, Christian Rodriguez, for donating $1. Shout out to you. I still don't like you. Still don't like you. Still wish no goodwill towards you, sir. I really don't. He say, if you want to know, I hate you with that passion. Coach just said it. I have no filter over here. I have no filter over here. Not here to make friends, not here to kiss ass, not here to be down. I'm here to toe tag and body bag fanboys. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Because I didn't do it yesterday, so let's do it today. As a matter of fact, let's do this. They say, Coach, why are you so cruel when you speak to these guys? Because, because I can. I genuinely do not like these guys, being honest with you. And I can't, there's nothing fake or phony about me. I cannot hide my disdain for them. When I see them breaking these commandments religiously, the 16 boxing commandments from the boxing gods, thou shalt not fanboy for any fighter. Let's continue. Let's go to number 6. Thou shalt not get too emotionally invested in a particular fighter. When you get too emotionally invested in a particular fighter, that is the classic definition of what? A fanboy. And I hate fanboys. Shout out to Drummond for old life. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, big shout out for the old boy, Coach Mal. Salute, Coach. Keep doing your thing. Yes, sir. What this fanboy say? He said, I treat you fair, but you disrespectful. But you love the disrespect. That's why I keep disrespecting you. You love it. You love to be disrespected, so that's why I disrespect you. That's why you love it. Shout out to my brother Eric. What's up to Eric? Shout out to Eric, man. Farm Squad. True. Me personally, if I was disrespected somewhere, I would never come back. It's like me going into a store and someone disrespecting me, the owner of the store, tell me they don't like me, they don't want me to come in the store anymore. Guess what? I'm not going to spend my money with them. I just go to another store. Or I will build my own store so I don't have to go through that kind of abuse. You like keep coming over here. So every time you come over here, it's my job to disrespect you, your mama, your mammy who had you, and the daddy who was dumb enough to bust inside of your mama, and she was dumb enough to have your ass. She should have got rid of your ass at the abortion clinic. That's my job, to disrespect you every chance I get. That's my job. And I do it with pride. YouTube channels, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. I want all the smoke. This is the I Want the Smoke hotline. 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. I want the smoke hotline. From any fanboy who don't like what I'm saying in the chat, call me now. Like Miss Cleo. Call me now. But yeah, that's it, man. Other than that, that's it. As a matter of fact, let's get these cash apps out of the way. Shout out to my main man, Chickarelli. What's up, baby? Hey, okay. For dropping that half a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, give me, Coach, a big, beautiful kiss on the cheek. We love you, my friend. Hey, Chickarelli, what's up, baby? Hey, baby, I remember I used to watch Kojak back in the day. Wait, what my main man you say? He said, who loves you, baby? He said, who loves you, baby? Oh, man, let's go ahead and do this, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Fanboys ain't gonna call in, so it is what it is. Let me go ahead and give everybody a shout out. You know how we do this here, man. Give everybody a shout out. Let's do this. Shout out to my main man, Ron Boy Fresh. Shout out to Dantes, my main man right here in the city with me in Tampa. Shout out to Chickarelli. What's up, baby? Shout out to Damian Bennett. Shout out to Lonnie Laughlin. Shout out to the Queen, Little Green Eyes P. Shout out to my brother Charlo. Shout out to Ahmed. What's going on, my brother? Shout out to Knockdown 305 with the Lick Reed, baby. Dade County in the house. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to the Queen Fissiana Fights. Shout out to Misfit. Salute to you, Queen. Shout out to my brother Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Blood Boxing. Shout out to E-Thriller. Shout out to General Big Fish. Shout out to Mosquito Spray. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Magmar, man. Salute to those guys. Shout out to School of X-Mind. Shout out to my main man Mark Nash. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Rider of the Storm, Big Carl Hansen from down under. Shout out to Philly Fly. Shout out to Adrian Big 30. Shout out to the Queen Bless 365. Shout out to A Sneeze. Shout out to Dr. Paul Evans. Shout out to Mr. Pass. Salute to the Queen Arlette. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bell. Shout out to my main man Smith and West from Detroit. Detroit over everybody. I gotta tell you about Detroit stories, man. I got a lot of love for Detroit, boy. I ain't gonna say it. I gotta tell you my Detroit stories, and you'll find out why. Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing, man. Salute to Jamie, man, over there, man. Y'all please subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Here to There. Shout out to True Gritter 402. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's up. So it is. We'll take one more call. Shit. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, man, it's Larry, man. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
What your name is? I know you're from Cincinnati, but what your name is again, my brother?
Larry.
Larry from Cincinnati, Ohio. Talk to me. What you want to talk about, fam?
Yeah. Man, Ryan Garcia don't want no parts of Tank. None at all. Period, point blank.
That fight ain't gonna happen, man. That fight won't happen. I don't think that fight will ever happen. Not while any of these guys in their 20s. It's just the way shit going, man. I don't see it happening.
Hey, Tank need to go on his own. He need to cut Floyd loose, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying even if Tank do leave, I don't think that fight will happen with Ryan Garcia and him anyways. I just think the way Oscar Dela Hoya is moving Ryan Garcia, it just ain't gonna happen. But we'll see what Tank do if he decide to, man up and take over his own career. We'll see. The brother hung up though, man. But shout out, let's get our brother a round of applause, man, who called in. Shout out to Drummond for life for becoming a member. Let's give him a round of applause. Shout out to Hair Hero Elite. Shout out to Malcolm Rose, True Gritter 402. Shout out to Here to There. Shout out to Follow Bond, Jay Rodriguez, Philo 58, Dean West, Jim 82, Two Matador, Jason Dockery, Miguel Chartico, Kathy W, Karma Serene, Will Sargison, Dragon Leg, Ralph Reacts, AB Sounds, Tony Boswell, Troy Graham, Arnold Moketsi, Butch the Can Man Cassidy, Major Key Boxing, Bernard Burton, Mike from Boston. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Arthur Hawkins, Manny 209, Dosiento Inueve. Shout out to Boxing Lounge. Shout out to the Queen Deborah Booker. W Right Side, what's going on, fam? Just a fan. Shout out to the Queen Dundum Season, Lady Shan, and Mr. Pragmatic. And let's give a shout out to everyone who called in today. Shout out to Roach from Houston. Shout out to Justin from Florida, my little 16-year-old little brother. Shout out to D Nice from Cleveland. Shout out to Devin from Detroit. Detroit over everybody. Shout out to Devin from Detroit. Shout out to Gamo from LA, West Side. Shout out to Derek from Florida. Shout out to Marco from California, the West Coast. And shout out to Larry who just called in from Cincinnati. Once again, back, it's the Incredible. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We got to talk about these fights that's coming up. We're going to be talking about that all week long. We're going to make it do what it do. It is what it is. Once again, guys, check out the video that we have that I just dropped not too long ago about what my main man is. If you haven't seen it, man, go check it out, man. I made a video about what the dude named Leonard Ellaby. Leonard Ellaby says he was held to a different standard because of his race. Go check that video out. That's the title. That's the title right there to my left. You know what I mean? That's the title right there to my left. Y'all go check it out. Other than that, that's it. It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New Media Today USA Boxing. You know my motto, man. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Fanboy killer. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.